have to minimize my battery.
I'm on my phone. When I
Pog.
go upstairs to my laptop, I will turn my camera on.
And when August
Shit yourself.
finally buys a webcam, he'll turn it on. But he hasn't bought one yet because webcams can be expensive.
Just get a GoPro from
You know what
the
else?
store.
My ass.
My mom. Oh.
My cock. My God.
My cock and balls.
No.
Cock and balls. Now let's start this. Let's start this session. Oh my God.
Metal
Oh God, I cased the case, so I have.
If you
Colonel.
Colonel, I need your help. I'm playing Geometry Dash and I can't get off the first level.
Oh my
Sorry, guys. Let me just
fucking godly. Don't.
He's gonna have to edit out so much.
All right, guys. I wait. Let me.
Sarah muted him. Get fuck shit.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, let's see if he's calmed down. He's just crying.
Oh, I'm back on Hi, guys.
Ew, why did you? Why?
What?
Like,
What, Mac?
Yeah.
Fucking what?
Fuck libtard.
Look, Lee's in a very emotionally charged emotion right now.
he's feral right now.
he
And
was-
It's all Icarus' fault.
Well, technically
I didn't do
it's.
anything wrong.
Right before-
I didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, technically it's kind of my
You did
fault because I'm the
everything
one
wrong.
that's gonna run the session. But yeah, it's Icar's fault.
So,
Right before this,
Nice.
I had like a really deep conversation about death with my mom. So
Death?
yeah, I'm not doing good. Yep, about my grandparents.
Oh.
So, okay, sorry guys, I can't kill anyone now.
Yes, you can.
You,
I mean, like, no one may die. I'm just saying, it's like a possibility if you guys just like.
Depends on whether or not Icar decides to fight Mallory, and if he does, it's probably gonna be immediate death.
It's gonna be a TPK.
It's so bad.
It is. It
Nah,
is.
dead.
nah, August, like we discussed, like we discussed, Nat 20 blood puppet death.
You can't kill him in one shot. I don't even think that's how the spell fucking works.
No, it's not. It's just it has the ability to pull all of the blood out of an individual. And my thought.
Okay,
was,
well,
if I pull
Icar's
the
got
blood out of an
lots of
individual,
blood.
It's probably gonna kill them.
all right, guys. All right.
Oh, wait, Icar's in a magic dampening area right now. Unless I can get those fire to burn out, I don't think I can do anything.
No. All right, motherfuckers.
Unless,
Unless I suck the DM's cock and then he lets me out somehow.
That's
put
us.
on the maid outfit.
God, August in the maid
Oh
outfit.
my god. The maid outfit
Iconic.
in the
I still.
in the fishnet.
I can never forget. It's like 9/11 for me. That was my 9/11.
That was wow.
No, for real though. No, for real. I completely agree. I completely agree with
It's
that
me and
statement.
Lee's personal 9/11.
Shut the
Wait,
fuck
how
up,
was
Lee. I
August
know
in the
that you're
maid
lying.
Personal 9/11. I don't get it.
Traumatic.
Lee, I know that you're
Oh,
lying
see.
for a fact, so you can just shut the
Well,
hell up.
what you guys call traumatic, I call hot. I'm sorry.
All right, motherfuckers. We're starting.
That's
All right.
We're starting the session. All right. Everyone,
Yeah, I need to get my notes out.
get your water,
No.
get your
You're not
snacks,
prepared. Oh my god.
get your water,
No, I
get your snacks, get your weed, get your alcohol, get whatever you need to cope.
Of course, I didn't have time to get ready.
Because
I
we're
was
starting.
crying. Ugh.
Get your nicotine. All right, because we're beginning.
nicotine.
All right, everyone.
I use nicotine.
Everyone, please mute yourselves as we get into today's session with a recap and a cutscene. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the next session of Godblood. Where we last left off, Icar had been taken in by the Cults of Evolution and is currently being kept hostage at Shadow Keep, the capital building of the city of Vandrel. You all went to Arya's house to find that she is in a weakened, skeletal state since Mallory has stolen her magic. There, you also met two other characters, Halgrim and Ezekiel. And it was there that Lenore had her subpar reunion with her sister. after a few days of rest and reuniting Bon with his family, you all agreed that you needed to head to Shadowkeep for multiple reasons. One of them being to free Iker. And even though he is a little bit of a creepy bastard, there are certain members in the group, namely Penelope, that feels like it's the right thing to do to break him out, even if he is a little creepy. Additionally, you all need to find a cure for Nolai's situation. The blood is starting to take control of her more, and now voices in her head are beginning to tempt her. And finding a solution to that would be welcome sooner rather than later. Additionally, Pilar has said that another piece of his soul hides in Shadowkeep, and has also convinced Mari to go along as well. And on top of all of this, you all wish to figure out what Mallory is doing, why he wants the God Champion so badly, and what it even means to be a God Champion. And so, you all set out to Vandrel. After Otto blew up a shop, and Mari did some horrible war crimes against the Goliath, Lenore led you all to the secret underground runways of an old rebellion called the Crowned. And using their old sewer ways, you are able to gain access to Shadowkeep. It is there you guys split into two groups. Mari, Penelope, and Lenore are off to go save Iker, while Juniper, Nolai, and Otto are off to go find Zotar, the leader of the cult. And now, we're going to begin with a cutscene. The scene opens up in a sparsely populated alleyway. It is about midday as a young, gaunt Mallory, no older than 12, sits on a box, flipping a coin in his hand and holding the blue bottle of medicine that the doctor gave him for his condition. You can see Mallory takes the final sip from the bottle, winces in what seems to be discomfort at the liquid's taste, before putting the bottle on next to him and letting out a long sigh. Mallory continues to look down the alleyway and at the crowds of people in the main street. He can see many kids, happy and healthy, walking along with their parents and friends. Mallory takes the coin that he's been flipping and throws it against the wall, seemingly in anger, as he kind of just looks down at the ground, pouting. At this, a new voice pipes up. "You know, you shouldn't be throwing money around," someone says. Mallory looks up to see a young Fey man in front of him. The Fey man dips down and picks up the coin and walks over to Mallory. "Money nowadays is scarce, so you should probably hold on to it." The Fey boy puts the coin back into Mallory's hands, and Mallory just kind of looks up at him with gaunt eyes, and he just mutters, "Thanks." The boy kind of tilts his head and looks at Mallory, and then he extends his hand. "My name's Bill. What's yours?" Mallory looks off to the side and just says, it's Mallory." "Mallory! That's a good name. So, you gonna shake my hand?" Mallory looks at Bill's hand and then begrudgingly shakes it with his. "You know, I don't see a lot of kids hanging around these alleyways nowadays. Where are your parents?" Mallory sighs and kind of looks back down. "They're, at work right now." "Oh. You, all right? You look a little sick." Yeah. Mom says I have a disease. Doctor gave me this." Mallory picks up the empty bottle, but, we're out, so Mom and Dad are at work to get me more of it. "Oh," Bill says. "Well, if you want help with your sickness, I can try to help you." Mallory looks up a little puzzled. "What do you mean?" "Well, I don't really know how it works, but I have this kind of magic. Here, I'll show you." And Bill goes ahead and he places his hand on Mallory's chest, and soft little twigs and flowers and leaves kind of sprout from Bill's hand and kind of wrap around Mallory's chest as a soft green light kind of permeates throughout his body. And you can see Mallory's features look less gaunt, and the color kind of returns to his face as he blinks a little bit in astonishment. And then Bill removes his hand. Feel better? Yeah, I feel great, Mallory says, and he kind of sits up straight. How did you do that? Bill shrugs. Grandma always said I was blessed by the forest. Don't really know what that means. Bill's long fey ears kind of twitch kind of cutely at this remark. Mallory stands up and extends his hand now. Thanks, Bill. I don't really know what to say. Bill shakes Mallory's hand. You know, you should come and meet the rest of my friends. You don't seem to really know anyone around here, don't you? Mallory shakes his head. No, I've never really had friends. I've kind of just been stuck in bed my entire life. Well, as long as I'm around, you don't have to worry about that stinking little sickness inside of you, Bill says as he kind of like jokingly like punches Mallory in the chest, and Mallory smiles. Right, yeah, I'd like to meet your friends. Where are they? Oh, they're hanging out in the market area, trying to steal some bread for ourselves. Come on. And Bill grabs Mallory's hand and leads him down the alleyway to go meet up with Bill's other friends. At this, the flashback ends, and an older Mallory can be seen staring into a fireplace in a very ornate room. Zotar is sitting next to him, and Zotar speaks. Yeah. You alright, Mallory? Mallory looks up from the fireplace and looks over at Zotar. I'm fine. Do your cultists know if they're here yet? Zotar nods. They're here. What's your plan? Mallory turns around. Isolate the god champions. I'll deal with the rest myself. And he walks out of the room and closes the door. Zotar sighs before he takes out a little dagger and slits his hand, and the blood kind of seeps out and he speaks into the wound. Rally the cultists in the east wing and the main hall. Wait for a half-orc, a woman with red hair, and once they arrive, take them. The wound heals automatically, and Zotar gets up and also heads out of the room. You may all unmute yourselves.
That sounds super duper great. I'm so excited about that.
You named him Bill?
Bill!
Bill X Mallory. Bill X Mallory.
Bill Nye, the science
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill.
I will
That's
fully be
awesome.
calling him Bill Nye the entire time we're playing this. I hope you know that.
Perfect.
This is
Bill
Bill.
Nye the Fey guy.
That's so sad. Like, oh, Bill.
Hey, Augie.
What?
He's surrounded by all these
Augie.
people with all these cool names.
Yeah.
And there's Bill.
You remember to record, right?
Yes, I'm recording.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure.
Also, Bill's a nice guy. That's so mean that you're just making fun of his name.
I know.
I know, like, I love him,
Cool
but
fella. But like,
I
Bill?
feel that in the future, with Mallory being who Mallory is, Bill's not going to be alive for too much longer.
Well, duh.
Nah.
Well, duh. Obviously. Bill's gonna take a fat L.
For real.
okay, but like, wasn't Mallory's backstory meant to be like super sad and fucked up?
Oh, yeah.
Bill X Mallory.
Gay sex.
Oh my!
Us.
Oh, I hate it here.
All villains are gay.
All right.
You know what?
Oh.
That's kind of
I don't
true.
want to share
Yeah.
a community with them. They're Nazis. Ew.
I mean, like Vanessa was. Yeah, she definitely gave off lesbian
Lesbian.
vibes. Okay.
You
Lesbian.
really did.
All right, guys.
Lesbian.
All right.
Mhm.
So, we are going to start with Mari, Penelope, and Lenore.
Yay. Not me.
Yeah. So, Mari, you're currently moving down the hall with Penelope and Lenore side by side with you. You can see Penelope's kind of looking around, and she turns to you two and says, "So, where the hell do you think they're keeping him?"
Don't ask me, just look around. We can't really know until we spot something that will lead us, I guess.
Lenore shrugs. Oh, also Pilar's there. I forgot I mentioned that. Lenore shrugs, and she just kind of says, keep a lookout for staircases leading down. I assume they're probably keeping him in the dungeons, and dungeons are usually located down. Penelope nods. Right. As you guys are walking along, Lenore kind of holds up her hand to stop you all, as she kind of like peeks around the corner. She turns back. All right. There's 4 guards ahead of us. Mari, you got any fancy spells that can get them off our back?
Yes. Mari's gonna cast Minor Illusion, and she's going to make like an auditory like noise, making it sound like it's somebody's running off to the opposite end of the hallway.
All right. Mari, you snap your fingers, and the sound of heavy footsteps happens off in the distance, and you can see the guards turn their heads, and they kind of like motion to each other to start moving as they begin to follow the fake noise. Lenore turns back and says, "Nice." As you guys walk into the hallway that the guards are at, you can see that there is a staircase leading down. And Lenore looks at you all and says, "Guess I'm going first," she says. Mari, watch her back. Lenore begins to descend. Penelope in the middle, Mari and Pilar in the bringing up the rear. As you guys reach the bottom of the staircase, you guys can see that there is another massive area beneath Shadow Keep. What seems to be both a combination of prison cells and large study and storage rooms. As you all begin to walk around, you guys come to a fork in the road. There's a hallway leading down to the left and a hallway leading down to the right. Lenore turns back and says, "Right, so do we want to stick together or split up again?"
Nothing good can come from splitting up. I think we should all just stay as a group.
At this, Pilar is tugging at your cloak, Mari, and he just points to the left, and he's like, "There. I sense it. That way."
Never mind, guys. I think splitting up is a perfectly good plan. Y'all go this way. I'm gonna go, with Pilar.
What? Penelope says. "Why can't we just come with you and Pilar?"
I mean, y'all can, but I guess the longer Iker is being tortured, or God knows what is happening to him, I think if we kill 2 birds with 1 stone, it's gonna get us out of here faster.
Lenore nods. Mari can take care of herself, Penelope. Come on, let's go find that little freak. And Lenore grabs Penelope's hand, and they both start moving down the right hallway. Pilar looks at you, Mari, and says, "Shall we?" And he holds out his hand kind of jokingly.
Mari's gonna take it and just nod her head.
All right. Mari, you and Pilar begin heading down the hallway. And as you do so, you guys come to a large set of double doors at the end. And on top, you can just see this large kind of golden plaque with the words archives above it, or on it. Pilar points at the door that says archives and says, "In there."
Alright, can I roll a perception check to just sense if anything's awry?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Alright, thank you, DM. You're my bestie, for reals. Okay, that's gonna be a 19.
A 19? You do not sense anything in the area. There's no one behind the door. There's no one behind you, besides Lenore and Penelope.
Okay, just in case never mind. I'm gonna save my spells for later. I guess we can just carefully walk through the doors.
All right. As you and Pilar move into the archives, it is a packed room full of tons and tons of files and papers and reports from God knows how long ago. Stacked on these tall shelves that reach all the way up to the ceiling. It is a cluttered mess of stuff. And as Pilar looks around the room, he looks back at you, Mari, and he just goes, well, it's in here somewhere, I think. He kind of shrugs, and his armor kind of makes little squeaking noises.
Do you sense anything? Could it be in a specific area here? Or are we really gonna have to do it the hard way?
Well, you have that one, like, snake thing, right? Maybe he can help us?
Alright. Mari's gonna summon Visca.
Alright. Visca, whole vomiting thing. Visca comes out, and Visca just goes, hello, Mari. How can I help you?
Yeah. Visca, we're looking for a specific object. It's a piece of Pilar. Can you help us find it?
Visca looks over at Pilar, and Pilar just kind of, like, waves at Visca. And Visca just kind of, like, slithers up to Pilar. And you can see Visca appears to start sniffing Pilar's armor. And at this, you can see Visca's eyes kind of change the same color tone that Pilar's eyes are. And he just goes, yes. Give me a minute, master. I will bring it to you shortly. And Visca takes his wings and begins to fly into the archives. Pilar looks at you, Mari, and he just says, well, guess we wait. And he just kind of flops down on the floor and sits.
Mari chuckles a little bit to herself, and she's happy to be getting this piece, but there's just there behind her eyes, there's just a little bit of worry. But she's not going to ruin Pilar's fun, so she just chuckles along with him.
Pilar looks around the place and he says, the Valterians quite have magnificent castles. Makes you wonder how they can be so bad with all this beauty.
Sometimes people do bad things for reasons that they believe is justified. Though Valteria can be difficult at times, I wouldn't burden yourself with any malicious thoughts towards them.
Pilar kind of looks down and says, well, I'm definitely not the one carrying burden, but you and the others, well, that's a different story, he says. As he kind of looks down, you guys can see Visca's off in the distance, and he's like rummaging through things. He's like rummaging through a box, and then he looks over and he just shakes his head, and then he flies over to another box. Pilar looks back. Mari, that Mallory character, he's not really great, is he?
I mean, he can be a bit of a prick at times, but he has his reasons to do things, and as long as they don't interfere with my plans and what we have for us, I hold nothing against him.
He just seems, well, every time I'm around him, he just seems like he's afraid, but maybe that's just my intuition. Anyways, Mari, you can beat him, right? You have all the magic in the world.
Sure.
Right. Well, maybe we should close the doors behind us so no Valterians see us in here. I feel like Visca's gonna take a minute to try and find the piece, but I know it's in here. And then once we find this piece, we only have to have 3 more. And then I'll be back.
Yeah. Back.
Yeah. I'm, excited to, see the world through fresh eyes again.
Me too.
Mari, I'm gonna end your turn there.
All right.
We are not gonna go to Iker quite yet. No lie, Otto, and Juniper, if you could all unmute yourselves. We're going to go over to you three.
Right. I'm nervous.
So fun.
As the three of you begin to move down the separate hallway away from Mari, Penelope, and Lenore, you all begin to move into the more open kind of living area of Shadow Keep. As you guys begin to move, who's in the front, by the way? Who's leading this excursion?
The mech or no lie, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can go. I don't
Alright.
mind.
No light, can you make me a perception check, please?
I can indeed. Also, casually, what level are we playing at?
I believe you guys are level 6.
Are we level 6 now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Is everyone else playing at level 6?
Oh, level 5.
Yeah, I think
It's
we're
Level 6.
It's level 6.
Yeah, level 6.
Yeah, it's level
Whoops.
6.
Okay, give me a second. Does anyone else want to do a perception check real fast?
No, I have a minus
No.
perception.
Oh my god, guys. Okay, give me a second. Do you want me to
Trin,
just
you roll well all the time. You're gonna be fine.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give
Just-
give you just a
yeah.
I'll give you just a base roll without my stuff. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, we chillin'. 17.
All right. No light in the front of the group. You notice as you guys begin to turn a corner, you kind of stop and you like do the thing where you peek around the corner. No lie, you can see 2 Valtarian elites.
Sick.
They appear to be standing guard in front of some doors. And you can also see a group of what looks like to be 5 Valtarian soldiers talking to a group of cultists. And you can see they seem to be exchanging information with each other. After about a minute or two, you see the cultists and the Valtarian soldiers nod, and they both go down opposite directions away from you guys. But the 2 Valtarian elites remain in front of the double doors.
Lovely. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of relay that to the team and see what y'all want to do.
Yeah, how do you guys want to approach this? So basically what is happening right now is in front of you guys, past this turn in the hallway, there is a hallway where the cultists went down, a hallway where the Valtarian soldiers went down, and then a set of double doors that are guarded by 2 elites. So, what do you guys want to do?
Logic dictates it's probably the one that's guarded because God hates us. So let's see. They haven't spotted us yet.
Nope.
We'll use it.
We are indeed hidden.
If you guys have any distractions or any gizmos or gadgets to do, now would be the
I
time.
I have an
The
idea.
only thing I'm good at is like smashing people's heads in. So.
Well, Otto has an idea.
Oh
I
god.
have an idea.
We're gonna die.
If it goes wrong,
We're gonna die.
don't try and save me.
we... Oh, fuck. Okay.
What are you doing?
Otto is going to spit into his hands to cast Spider Climb on himself.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Wheezing.
Okay.
It's essentially means
Otto
that you
is then
can climb on
going
the
to
wall.
use his grubby, tiny little goblin hands, crawl up the wall, and try and get over the 2 Altarian soldiers on the ceiling.
All right, make me a that would be a athletics check.
No, not with Spider Climb. It would have to be a stealth because.
Oh, okay, stealth check. Yeah, okay.
Acrobatic check.
Yeah, okay. Just make me a stealth check, Otto.
Well, Spider Climb makes it so you don't have to like roll anything to climb. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
use your movement speed to climb.
Cool. All right, just make me a stealth check.
But I am trying to sneak up on them, so yeah.
Yeah.
+3 in stealth at least. Okay, that's not too bad. That's 18.
18. Good. All right. Juniper and Nola, you guys watch as Otto spits into his hand, and he just uses his knobbly little goblin hands, and just kind of just uses the cracks in the wall and like the little bricks jutting out to climb over the 2 Valtarian elites. Otto, what do you wish to do now?
First, I'm just gonna look past the door, like a little there's a little slit in the door, right?
Yeah, so yeah, above there is like a little bit of like a glass pane that you can look through. Looking
Yeah, I'm gonna look through
inside,
that.
looking inside, Otto, there's no one in there, but it is a large study room, and you can see lots of nice little things in there.
Thank you for the temptation, but no.
But you don't see anyone in there currently. But you do see
Alright.
books, and you see what looks like to be some kind of cult gadget on the table.
That's a very sexy provocation, but August, darling, dearest. The answer is no.
I'm just saying, you guys need to find something to cure Noli.
I hate you.
I'm
But you don't have to go in there if you don't want to. Up to you.
I'll do it.
Can we fight two elites, though? And can we do it quietly so as not to summon everyone who just walked past?
I feel like we could.
I don't know how quietly, because they're facing.
Oh yeah, we're big ladies.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. We are not stealthy.
Oh,
I have another idea.
I mean, okay.
Otto is going to climb through one of the doorways that the exit corridor.
Okay.
So through one of those doorways, which ones do I see? Let's say I went through the cult one, whichever one is the closest.
So from where you are, you can actually see both of them.
Oh, right. What's down in there?
Or sorry, where are you looking? Sorry, I must have misheard you.
You good? I wanted to go over to one of the doors, like through to the doorways.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's only one big double door, and that's the one you look through. The other two ways are just hallways that lead down into other parts of the castle. So there's only
Right,
one door.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
just you can crawl through one of those real quick.
All right. You just want to crawl through the door?
No, through one of the hallways.
Oh, through one of the hallways. Okay. Make me another stealth check.
Alrighty. Please, goblin, save me. That was a 12. So plus 3 is a 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otto.
Oh,
What is that?
My God, I love it.
God fucking damn it.
Lee. Oh, is that Lou?
It's
That's
Lou.
Oh my God, Lou, I love you
in
so
case
much.
you guys forgot what.
Lou,
to look
kiss
for
me right
to
now.
Godblood
Lou,
is over.
Lou, no.
God damn it. Lou, this is supposed to be serious. Get Cat Boy
Augie,
August.
Augie, look,
Get
you
get
got-
Cat Maid August off
Augie,
the
look now,
screen.
You got mommy milkers.
God fucking damn it.
This is serious.
Okay, guys.
Love you.
All right. So, anyways, Otto, as you are walking or climbing down the hallway, your grip slips for a second, and you almost fall, but you're able to reposition yourself and continue to grab on. Noli and Juniper, you notice one of the Valterian elites kind of like looks over in Otto's direction, but doesn't seem to notice him, and the elite just kind of looks back forward. Otto, as you get to the end of the hallway that the cultists walk down,
Can I kill the elite?
what was that?
I'm joking.
As you kind of look down, Otto, you can see that there is a smaller doorway at the end of this hallway, and you can see the last of the cultists walking through it and shutting the door. There is no window around the door. You'd have to look in the keyhole if you want to peek inside. All right?
That's fine by me. Is there anything in the hallway? Like, is there a torch on the wall? Anything?
Yes, there are torches.
Okay, rad. I am going to hastily push one of the torches off the wall and scamper into the shadows.
Okay.
Trying to make noise with the torch so that it draws the Valterian elites.
The torch, do you like knock it off?
Yeah, much like a cat with a shell.
Okay. As the torch falls to the ground, you can see one of the elites turns and then begins to walk over to go pick up the torch that Otto threw on the ground. Otto, you're still hidden. What do you guys wish to do now?
Is there a way for us to possibly? Is it just one of them?
Yep. And their backs
Can we kill
currently
it?
turned to you.
Oh, we
Wait, are they? No, wait. Are they in view of the other? Voltarian.
So, both the elites are facing away from you, Nolai and Juniper, and one is currently walking down the hallway to go pick up the torch, and one's still by the door, but they are looking away.
Listen, if we pull a ballsy move and stealth our way over to them, we can silently take them out. And, like, listen, we're big, strong women. We could probably just suffocate them. Possibly, maybe.
Yeah.
If we rip off the helmets, just, like, you know?
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Kind of snap
It's
their necks.
ballsy. We could also do that.
Can we kill him?
We would. I'm assuming that we would have to stealth to get up to them, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yikes. Okay. Dice don't feel me
Okay.
now.
Wait, I have +4.
The best I can. Good luck, guys.
I got a
Oh,
12.
I've
I
actually
got a
got much
16.
16, okay.
I got 21.
You lucky motherfucker, Juniper. Their base perception is 16, so you pass just barely. Alright, you both sneak up behind the Valtarian elite. What do? You're right behind them.
Ow.
I'm gonna take my great axe and heave it into this motherfucker's what part is most exposed in the Voltarian armor?
From looking their neck, there's a spot in between their neck
Ooh.
and their chest plate that
I'm
is
going
just has
there.
cloth.
I'm gonna slit their throat.
I'm
with my
going
giant
Okay.
sword.
Both of you
That's
make
where I'm
me
going.
both of you make me attack rolls with advantage.
Absolutely.
Oh,
So roll twice and pick the higher number.
Whatever you
17.
say.
17.
Hold on. I'm going with my great axe. I got a math. 27.
27. All right. Juniper and Nolai, both of you land your weapons into this Valtarian elite's neck, and a loud sound of gushing blood explodes into the hallway as the Valtarian elite tries to grab at your guys' weapon, but Nolai, you just kind of bring your axe fully across and decapitate the Valtarian elite, and its helmet lands on the ground with a loud bang. And you can
I
see
would like to fall onto the other Voltarian's head.
All right. Are you gonna make an attack roll?
No, I am simply falling onto his head.
Okay. Make me an acrobatics check with advantage.
Okay. That's a 19 plus my dex.
All right, you're on.
And that's a 17 plus.
Okay,
dex, so
auto-
that's like a 22.
Auto like a spider, you land onto the Valtarian elite. What do? You have half a fraction of a second to make a decision before he does something.
Just kind of cover his eyes so he can't see whatever the fuck, so he's a little panicky. Let the people deal with it.
Okay. You guys.
Can I attack that one?
He's kind of far away, so you're gonna have to like charge him.
Am I closer to him?
No, you're both like at the exact same distance away from him.
Okay, I'm gonna charge him with a.
I'm gonna charge with the intention of grabbing whatever body part I need to.
Okay.
That falls.
Well, he's gonna get a reaction. So with his reaction, he's gonna grab Otto. That's a 19. He's gonna grab Otto and just kind of like throw him against the wall. Otto, you're gonna take.
I get to stay.
Oh, he rolled to attack you, and he got a 19.
Oh.
Unless your AC is higher than 19. I don't think it is, though, right?
Not currently.
All right. You're gonna just take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the elite just kind of like throws Otto against the wall, and then he looks and sees the two of you charging him. So you're both gonna get attacks.
Okay.
I'm not the one attacking.
I'm attacking.
Oh, okay, yeah. And you just want to grab him, no lie, right?
Essentially.
Okay. Let's have Nolai go first. Nolai, make me a strength roll opposing his strength roll. We'll make opposing strength checks.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got a 17.
Well, that really, really sucks for you, August, because I got a 23.
Okay, Nolai, with your giant Goliath strength, you're able to, you punch the Valtarian elite in the helmet and his helmeted head, and then you, put him in a chokehold and, push him down to the ground and, put your knee on his back so he can't move.
What a lemon.
Alright, you guys have him in a headlock right now. What do you guys want to do to him?
It's your move.
Yeah, Juniper.
I have him laid out on his silver
Oh, okay.
platter for
I'll
you,
just
honey.
slit his throat, I guess.
All right. Damn. Cold-blooded.
Okay, but it's quiet.
That's true.
Quieter. Yeah.
Hey, guess what, guys? It turns out that the Valtarian elites being sworn to silence actually doesn't always work out for them. Juniper, you walk up and you just take your sword and you just slit the Valtarian elite's throat, and the Valtarian elite slowly stops resisting as they just kind of go limp in your arms, no lie.
I just kind of like shrug him off and then just kind of stand, shake him up, like shake the blood off a little bit, being like, ew.
All right, there are currently 2 dead Valtarian elites in the middle of the hallway.
You know?
Can we put them in that one room where no one was in?
Yeah, you can pick up the bodies if you want.
idea.
Yes.
I'm going to pin them both back to the wall where they were and try to make it look like they're still standing.
I'm not gonna let him do that, and we're gonna put him in the room where no one was in.
Yeah, we should do that instead.
I just see Otto like holding one of their heads and trying to do like the snowman thing where he's like putting it on top of the fucking and Nola just grabs him and just leads him in. Alright.
Throw them in the fucking thing.
You guys enter into this large study room, and immediately there are 4 things that stand out to you. 4 major things. First off, there is some kind of device on the table. It appears cultish in nature, namely blood stuff on it, and just the way that it's designed, it kind of has that like weird kind of like mad scientist vibe to it that the other cultist tech has. And you can see inside it is not blood, but some kind of greenish blue liquid. That's the first thing you guys notice. Second thing, you guys notice that there is a very large tome also on the table, and it looks like to be someone's journal. Or some kind of just large history book. Number 3. Number 3, you can see a large stack of papers that seem to be entirely new. And on top of them, you can see that there is a symbol of the cult on top of these stack of papers. And then finally, the last thing that you guys see in the room is you guys can see that there are what appears to be 4 bottles of blood right next to the papers.
Slay.
So, what would you guys like to look like first?
Book.
I feel like we blood.
Book.
All right.
I feel like we should pick the blood.
All right.
I don't really give a fuck about the blood. I want to look at the book.
Okay. Okay, book.
All right.
Okay, book.
Well, get ready for some information.
It's a 2v1 vote. That really.
I mean, like Juniper and Nolai can go look at the book while Otto goes and looks at the device. But we'll do Juniper and Nolai first. So, get ready for some information. So,
absolutely. Tell me the lore.
As you guys look at the book, you notice that it is very old, and it appears to be an old Sunkeeper book from a long time ago. But as you guys open it... Oh, Mac doesn't know. The Sunkeepers are an ancient civilization that existed before everyone else. They worshipped the gods and stuff. So... Think like
they're the ones responsible for making a lot of the different like temples and things like that exist in Odex.
Yeah, majority of ruins that you will find are Sunkeeper ruins. They're like the big ancient civilization. So, that being said, the Sunkeeper book appears to have been written in though. Like someone has taken it and like written their own stuff into the book.
That's so disrespectful and I hate that.
Yeah. But Juniper, to your intrigue, this book is about gods and god races.
Can we steal the book?
Yeah, unless you want to read through it now.
Nah, we should steal it.
All right.
I'm gonna look at the papers then once Otto's done, or done with Otto.
Juniper, you take and you pocket the book. I'd say keep note of that. Someone keep note of that because that is a very important book and you do not want to lose it. All right.
Great.
Nolai, you go over to the papers. You go ahead. Yeah, Nolai, you take off the cover, and you can just see that there are just papers with names on them. Different people's names, races, and disturbingly, the experiment that they went through.
Can we steal that?
I want to, skim through the names to see if there's anything that I would recognize.
Well, the 2 at the very top you instantly recognize as there are two names. One is Vance, and the other.
No clue.
You do not know them. You don't know either of these names. One is Vance, and the other is Mary. You guys notice that both of these names, there are the races, which are both human, and you can see that in the notes it was given experimental blood transfusion in the city of Pearlness. As you read through these Noli, you assume these are the two people that were those creepy monsters back in Pearlness, and these are the reports on them.
Gross.
You mean that one lady?
Yep, that one lady.
Okay.
Yeah, Mary.
Alright, one lady.
You can see that in the notes she was given a transfusion of wolf and elf blood to try and make her more of a bestial fighter. But the experiment failed horribly, elongated her limbs, and made her incredibly bloodthirsty. Victim appeared to resist the blood transfusion magic for a time before being executed by Alinor soldiers.
Weird.
And the other
What's Eleanor got to do with the?
And then we have Vance, which you read, given experimental blood transfusion liquid disguised as a drink during the Festival of Elements. Vance transformed into a monster, similar to Mary's transformation, but was headed off by Iker and unwanted visitors, who disposed of him.
So if I try to help her that one time, okay, never mind. Okay.
Love that. Okay.
And below that, you guys just see tons of papers. They've been doing this for a while. Mary and Vance are not the first two victims. It appears that the cult's been experimenting on people for what seems close to be like a year.
Can we take some of the papers?
Mm-hmm. You can take them and pocket them if you want. All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, all that is left is the blood bottles and the book. Or sorry, the device.
I want to see the blood because
True.
I feel like maybe something with Iker has to do in there.
That's what I'm thinking.
You can see that these 4 blood bottles have a very special note next to them that says premium blood vials for top experiments only. As you guys pick it up and begin to read, you guys see Goliath blood, pure, 100%. Siren blood, pure, 100%.
Siren.
Fey blood, pure,
Mermaid.
100%. And then finally, you guys see the name of a race you've never heard of before, 100%.
Take it.
What is it?
The name of the race is called Astral, 100%.
Pardon?
Can we take it?
Yes, you can take it all.
Why are we just stealing everything?
Cause why not?
Honestly, they
Juniper
don't
is a
deserve to have that.
kleptomaniac.
Because they took my people's blood. I feel like, yeah, that's a big no-no. Also, don't know if I like the fact that there's siren blood,
Wait,
considering
so
what I know from last campaign.
So,
you don't want to take the blood?
No, I do, because
Okay.
they don't.
Then
They
why
don't
are you
deserve it.
denying my?
I'm not denying it. I'm just pointing out that you are very eager to steal.
Well, I feel like if we take the shit now, then like it's better in our hands than in their hands.
Fair, but it
Excuse,
also
alright.
does put a target on our back.
We already have a target, or at least I do. I already have.
I'll just say I really don't.
Man, fuck Voltarian.
No offense, but that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
Do what you
It's
want
not,
to.
so- Hee, it's okay.
all right.
Oh, you know what? I'll help. I'll take it. I'll nab it. Juniper wants it, so I'll grab
All right.
it.
You guys take the blood, and these blood bottles look like crystal, like pure. Like they are like a very crimson red. There's like not a single blemish or dark mark in this blood. It is pure. All right.
It's fresh.
I'm not
Otto,
gonna lie. If I was actually there, I would sniff the blood.
Gadget.
Orange.
All right.
Gadget.
Gadget.
Otto,
Again.
on the table appears to be some kind of injector needle. And you can see that it can be swapped out for a variety of different things, namely blood transfusions. But what is in there appears to be some kind of bluish green liquid. It
Ew.
seems very, very watery. Like there's no like thickness to it really. And it's kind of shimmering a little bit. But there's no note next to it or anything.
Gonna put that in my little greedy pockets.
All right.
Yeah.
As you guys are
Can we-
collecting, yeah,
Wait,
go ahead.
Can we destroy the blood transfusion thing?
Sorry. The
No,
blood.
no, I want to take the needle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
an idea of what to do with the needle.
Okay.
Another thing, real quick, what looks to be like the worst blood on the shelf?
Probably rat blood.
Ew.
That's probably the worst.
The poor rat.
Okay, but consider, is there anything gross? Like, I don't know, like ghoul blood or like slime blood?
No, I think the grossest that you can find is just like rat blood. There's no like magical creature blood here really, or like undead creatures. It's just like it's basically just like the basic races, like all the races in Otax minus a couple. Like there's no more tiefling blood, there's no Kenku blood, and like animals, so like bears, wolves, rats,
Just
coyotes.
mix all the blood together. Just fuck their shit up.
That's actually a cool idea. I'm gonna just empty out one of the vials of like elf blood. Fill
Okay.
it with half rat blood and half bear blood and see what the fuck happens.
You
and
put-
we'll just pocket that for later.
All right, you do that, and then you just pocket it. As this is happening, you guys start to hear footsteps from a side door. So there's like 3 doors in this room. There's the main one you guys came in through, and then there's 2 others, and you can hear footsteps coming from the left one.
Okay, can we leave?
Yeah.
Can we hide?
Yeah. Do you guys want to
yeah,
leave or stealth?
absolutely.
Oh.
Hide, personally.
Yeah.
Because if we leave, they're gonna see us.
All right.
Let's hide.
All of you make me stealth checks.
Why? Oh, yes.
Wait, 1 second. 1 second.
The first nat 20 of the session, and it was this.
Nat 20.
I love that for you.
Nat 20.
I
Can I,
got.
like, specify I wish to hide underneath the coffee table?
Okay.
Wait.
I got a
Just-
21.
21.
Mhm.
Wait. I got a 23.
Alrighty. Pog Champ. As you guys hear the footsteps, you all immediately find different parts in the room and hide. It's pretty cluttered, so you guys are, even 2 large ladies are able to find a good place to kind of stay out of sight. As the doors open, you can see a group of cultists come in, and in the middle you can see Zotar in his purple robes, and he kind of walks in, and he immediately
Yay.
looks at the table, and he says, and he looks over at the other cultists, and he says, "Where the hell's the book?" You can see the other
Hello.
cultists look at him, and one of them walks over to the table and also appears to notice that the injector goad is gone, and looks back over at Zotar and says, well, sir. And then you see another cultist walk over to the table and says, "Sir, the blood vials are gone as well." At this, you can see Zotar, like, begins to look back and forth. He, like, looks left, and then he looks right, and then he looks left again, and he just goes, "Mallory and his goddamn fish games. I swear to fucking God, it took us years to get that astral blood. Years. Fucking last astral in Otax, and now it's gone? Look, you 3, get over here." 3 of the cultists walk up and says, "I want you to scour every corner of this part of the castle, alright? You 2, go find Mallory and tell him to stop playing his fucking games. Get him back here, alright? We're working for him, but I'm not going to jeopardize what we've worked for here so he can play cat and mouse with his god champions."
God champ. Hog champ? Wait, what?
The cultists nod and immediately start to run off. As Zotar looks at the final cultist, "You, come with me. We got to continue on the experiment."
Of
Zotar
course I do.
Zotar turns around and is followed by the last cultist, who closed the door again as the other cultists kind of spread out. That is where we're going to end your guys' turn for now.
Damn. Okay.
Iker, your turn.
Yes.
Iker.
You sound like Ben.
Iker, as you are sitting in your cell, you hear footsteps kind of all around you, Iker. And you blink for a second, and you can see tons and tons of ravens all around you. And you blink again, and they're gone. It seems that the longer and longer things go on with Sartosa's blood, the more and more things you're seeing. As you blink back to reality, Iker, you can hear a familiar snarky voice at the door of your cell. Get a good night's sleep, Iker, Mallory says.
Just a little bit. You know, the bed that you've put me on is quite comfortable.
Iker looks over to the elites, and there's 2 more elites behind him. Open the door and hold him down. 4 elites walk into the room, Iker. Again, you still don't have your magic. And they're going to both make strength checks against you. One got a 19. Another one got an 18, which I think beats your passive strength.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it
What, you said
doesn't.
passive strength?
Yeah, what's your passive strength? Or
What do you mean?
what's your strength so you know their strength number?
Yeah.
What is it?
It is. Oh, that's 16.
Okay,
Yeah. I thought you meant it. I don't know why I thought you said AC.
So, the 2 Valterian elites grab you and kind of hold you down, Iker. You know, like standard kind of like, you know, SWAT team holding someone down. Mallory walks up to you, Iker, and kind of bends down and says, "So, Iker, I've gotten all the information I could ever want out of you, and honestly, I would kill you right now. But Zotar says that you're far too important of an experiment to off so soon, and he wants to watch how you grow and evolve. So, what I am here to do is I just wanted to ask you something. What is it that you said about Vanessa back there? Mind repeating yourself?"
Oh, you mean in the room?
Yes, please continue. I'd love to hear it.
I feel quite baited.
Oh,
You
well,
having such strong men hold me down as you get in my face purely to inflict harm on me.
you know, you had a lot of gold back there, but all of a sudden it's gone. Come on, Iker. I want all that
It's
snarkiness
not
out of you.
gone. I would love talking about that wretched woman.
All right, then do it.
The weakest dragon thing.
Yeah,
you know,
keep
the
going.
one the weakest. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's real
You know, me
fucking
and Zotar,
great, Iker. And
no,
Iker,
hey, but
Mallory
me and Zotar
immediately.
had a quite the conversation.
Iker, as you're saying this, Mallory just socks you clearly in the face. Take a point of damage.
Okay. Wow. Getting so angry. You know, I thought someone like you would learn that that kind of thing doesn't work on me. But I had an interesting conversation with your friend Zotar back there about the strength that was Vanessa. I was enlightened. I did come to the fact to know that she might have been stronger than I thought she was. But what I truly learned was at least she could fight someone one-on-one. Because you truly are much weaker than her. I don't see how you're not dead yet.
You can
she
see
died.
you can see Mallory's eyes are twitching and his mouth is twitching as he is just like, "Yeah. Is that what you think, huh? You think I'm weak?"
I think you're very weak. You couldn't take me in a one-on-one fight if you wanted to.
Iker, take another point of damage as Mallory punches you again.
Okay. Alright, so that's 94 health left.
Come on. Call me weak again. Please. Please, do it.
Oh, you're not weak. You're pathetic.
Yeah.
Hitting someone held down. Is this what you get your kicks on? You feel powerful having someone else hold me as you hit me? Is that what gives you power? Really? I don't see how you conduct yourself. I don't even see how you're alive right now. You truly
Mallory
are pathetic.
Mallory just stands there and he has this like absolutely insane smile on his face. He is like grinning from ear to ear, and Mallory's eyes are just full of like wicked malice as he's just looking at you, Iker, and he just starts laughing. You know, it's funny. It's funny, Iker. You talk so much strength. You think you are so high and powerful that you can win the entire day. And you know what, Iker? Maybe you are strong. Maybe you don't care about my threats. Maybe you don't care about my taunts, or you don't care about my feelings. But I know your friends do. Especially that one girl, the champion of fire, the one with the red hair. So sweet and innocent. I'm sure she'd break much, much faster than you. You know, I could stand here and I could hit you all day, and honestly, it would be a great way to relieve tension, but...
You know, Mallory, I think I just thought of the thing of why me and you are so different. It's because I truly know what love feels like, and I feel like that's not something you've ever felt before.
Don't you fucking tell me
Your
about
little
love,
man,
you stupid
so weak.
fucking monstrosity! And at this, Mallory
Because
takes
how
out a
could someone
dagger.
like you ever look?
Mallory takes out a dagger and he just stabs you right in the chest. Iker, he didn't hit a vital, but he like stabbed like
Okay,
right next to your heart. And Mallory just stands up and says, "Don't you ever fucking tell me about love, you sad, sad fucking man. Let go of him."
Hit a nerve, didn't I?
Oh yes, you did hit a nerve, Iker, and I'm gonna let you rot in this fucking cell until the end of your days. We're leaving. Let's move. Mallory turns around as the four
Your
elites
little
walk around.
Mallory, never knowing love, being so pathetic. Have a good rest of your day.
At this, the
Mallory.
elites slam the door. Iker, the blade is not in a great spot. Hold on, let me roll for damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Take 14 points of piercing damage as the blade
Okay.
is in you. Iker, as you kind of slump back, you hear another voice next to you. A woman's voice, and she just says, "My, you really know how to rile people up, don't you?" As Sartosa appears to manifest next to you.
Yeah. I saw it come over his face. I don't see how I'm empathetic as he could ever know what true love is. You know, he probably berades women around the castle to show him what he considers to be love. But he'll never really know. No one with that much hate in their heart could ever feel love.
Do you know what love is, Iker? Sartosa asks.
I do.
Oh.
I've felt love once before, and it's slowly growing here again. She doesn't know it.
Oh.
And I don't think I really know it that much myself, but
You mean that
slowly.
one girl? Well, you know, Iker, love is just a weakness. It doesn't do anything but hold you back from your true potential. I mean, people who love will always be less powerful than those that cut it off. So, really, Iker, you...
Is that what got your daughters killed? A lack of love?
Yes, poor Sasha. Poor Lenore. Well, I guess Lenore didn't really die, even though she should, but I've been around for a while, Iker. I've seen kingdoms rise and fall. I've seen people run to the ends of the earth for love and meet their end, and every single time it could have been avoided if they just realized they're more powerful taking care of themselves. And that's what I see in you, Iker. I see a lot of potential. I see a lot of potential to become one of the strongest fighters in the entire land with my assistance, but don't give it up for this girl. She doesn't even know who you are.
Sorry, hold on. I've got a blade in my chest.
Oh.
I take and pull the blade out.
Don't worry,
mind
dearie.
helping out just a little bit.
I can help you with that. Sartosa puts her hand over the wound, Iker, and you watch as the blood slowly congeals and hardens to stop the bleeding. How does that feel, my little warrior?
Oh, much better. Thank you.
Perfect.
Now continue.
Anyways, yes. Iker, don't throw away this power you've been granted because of love. Love will always hold people back, no matter how much they deny it. So, just stick with me, and you'll get everything you are utterly deserved.
Mm.
Deal?
Yes, deal.
Perfect. Oh! It appears that Mallory has taken away your guards. And what is that I hear? The sounds of footsteps of fellow allies. Best put on a best show, Iker. I'll be watching.
Question. I smell something. There's a blood that I sense. I've not sensed before. What is that?
Sartosa just kind of smiles and says, "You'll understand soon, Iker. You'll understand soon." And she slowly vanishes away from your view. And as she vanishes, you look up at your cell, and you can see Lenore and Penelope both looking in the cell. And Penelope just says, "Fuck, there he is. Okay, Lenore, watch my back. I'm gonna pick this lock." Lenore just looks at Penelope and says, "You know how to pick locks?" Penelope just says, "Yeah, Mom taught me a few things before I got kidnapped." And you can, Iker, you can hear Penelope starts to clink away at the locks as Lenore turns around and watches for guards. There's a loud clink, and the door swings open, and Penelope says, "All right, there you are, you fucking idiot. Get up."
Hold on, I've just been stabbed. And Lenore, could you please stomp those torches out? They're
Gotcha.
making me feel a little tired.
Got you. We're going to regroup with the others soon. Mari went off with Pilar to go find something, and the others are off to go find Zotar. I suggest we regroup with the others and get Zotar.
Yes, I believe that is a good idea. I need some blood to heal myself. I don't know where I'm going to find that, but hopefully I can get some blood along the way to heal myself.
Lenore walks up to you after she snuffs out the torches, and she says, "No need, I got plenty to spare. Hold on." She goes ahead and she takes her knife and she slits her throat, or not her throat, her hand. And
stop, Lenore. No, Lenore, as you know, that blood I cannot take in me. As you see that I am your mother's blood, it would only increase what I am able to do, and I don't want to further myself just yet. What I need is just a small amount, possibly. We'll find some.
Well, what happened to the music? What? Hello? Oh shit. Fucking Discord.
Hello.
Oh, you're still there. Okay, weird. Did the music go out for you too? Oh, it's back. Okay. What is going on?
The music has
for me too.
never played. The music has never played for me. Like, it's always been muted for me.
Oh.
There it is.
It keeps going in and out. That's so weird. I don't know what's up. Here, let me try removing the bot and then re-adding it.
I gotcha.
Yeah, hold on. Oh shit, wrong one. That's weird. It's never done that before.
Oh, Iker. How's it feel to have Mommy Sartosa touch your titty?
Quite spectacular. I feel that I might be able to get some things from her before
What?
I depart from her.
Now it's not coming back into the server. That is weird. I don't know why it's doing that.
Toss in Pancake Bot. Pancake Bot is one of the other ones, I think.
Let's see. We have the Bard. I can try Meeseeks. Hold on. Alright, let's see if that works. I don't know if that's gonna work either. I don't know why it's doing that. That's bizarre. Mari, can you cast a magical wizard spell?
What the fuck do you want me to do, bitch?
Figure out why the fuck the Bard isn't playing music anymore. Because it just, like, cut out, and then...
Hold on.
Sorry, guys. Hold for technical difficulties.
Okay, so it's not offline. I don't know why it would have stopped. Let me. Hold on, let me try something.
Weird. Well, if worst comes to worst, guys, just put on your own soundtracks in the background.
Look, I have played all of these sessions with no music. Like the entire time. Yeah, like the music has never worked for me. Like I've always tried to listen to it, and there's been nothing.
Weird. Well, that's annoying. Well, I don't want to take too much time away from.
August, you should just beatbox.
Yeah, I should just beatbox. Well, I don't want to stall the session for too long. So if anything, I can play music on my side, so it's in the recording, and the rest of you can just play your own soundtracks.
Solid.
Hold on.
Unless we can try to figure it out, but I don't want to hold up the session too much.
So weird.
Wait, bitch lasagna.
God fucking damn it.
Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once.
Bitch lasagna's playing.
Bombs or vagina, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You're trying to dethrone me from spot on number one, but you in the year you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna.
I can't use it. What? Why can't I use it?
I review you. 0-5.
What? Wait. So the commands work for Lee, but not me.
Wait, is it not working for you?
It's not. I can't. I'm doing the exact same ones as you, and it's not working. What a way to kill the tension of this session.
Yeah, I was working it up so bad. I was trying so hard.
Okay. Fucking get this fucking thing out of here. Okay. Okay. What?
Okay. Give me all your songs. I can go ahead and try to do
Okay.
it.
Actually, yeah. Just use so you know that link, the song link that you sent me. Use the top one that you sent me. That's the one I've been using. It's literally not that far. It's not that far up. It's like a few messages. You can get over it. Okay. But we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna get back into it. All right. So.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So this one? I want to make sure that I have this right.
Yeah.
You know.
Very top link with, and the first song should be like the Elder Path.
So this one?
What the hell?
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god. Okay.
Hold on, I'm actually gonna do it for you.
Okay. Alright, you motherfuckers. Alright. We're getting back into the session. Oh my god. That was.
Hey yo, motherfuckers.
That was.
Oh, it's the top Spotify link?
Yes, it's the top Spotify link. Okay. Alright.
I am God in this server.
Not for long. You keep that up.
Damn.
Alright.
I guess
Hey,
you know you can't
don't
do
do
that, or D&D wouldn't function.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
cue
I'm
the
on
actual.
file.
You have to cue the actual individual songs. So just like cue a bunch of them. Okay.
Bitch, I don't have Spotify on my laptop.
Oh my god. Then
Oh my God.
then everyone
I
just
do.
play their own soundtracks. We need to get back into the session.
This is
Oh,
taking
wait,
way
I-
too long.
Yeah, this is taking way too long. All right, Lee.
Hold on. Shut the fuck up, August. I got this. Just give me.
He's gonna have a fucking mental breakdown over this music.
Is it working? Hello? I did what
literally
I was
had
supposed to do.
I literally had the music on mute the whole time.
No
So I
way.
don't even know if it was working or not.
It's not working. No, maybe Spotify doesn't work. Maybe only YouTube videos work.
Do you have YouTube links for this?
I only have video game soundtracks, but that's.
You know what? I'm just gonna type in titles individually. Let's fucking go.
Okay. Well, let's.
Okay, continue on with.
Okay,
Mute
sorry.
myself. Goodbye.
Sorry, guys.
Pretend like nothing even happened.
Yeah, pretend like nothing even happened. I'm not editing that out. That adds to the lore. Okay, Spike. Back to it.
Alright.
Alright, so Penelope goes ahead and she like bends down to you and she goes, "You okay, Iker? You look a little pale."
Yeah, I just lost a little bit of blood. Mallory likes to have me be his plaything, but surely I'll be able to find some.
I see. Was Mallory here?
He was a few moments ago. He came in here and berated me because I touched a nerve. Somehow I have the ability to do that, but yes.
Lenore and
We should get out of here.
Lenore and Penelope just look at each other kind of awkwardly and just go, "Right, Iker. Well, Juniper, Nolai, and Otto went off to go find Zotar. I believe they were heading to the more, like, central
to
area of the
find-
castle."
They went to go find Zotar.
Zotar, yes. The big bad
Why?
evil cultist guy.
Why?
Well, from what I know, Nolai needs some kind of cure, and I'm pretty sure Juniper just wants the cult to stop hunting her. And Otto, I think, just went with them because they're two big, tall ladies, and he likes big, tall ladies.
If Zotar finds them, those torches you stomped out nullify all magic.
Oh,
If he finds them, he will kill all of them. We need to get to them now.
well, I suppose we should get moving. Right. Can you stand?
I agree. I can.
All right. Lenore, if you have any way to contact the others that we found Iker, you should do that now, and we'll start to try and find the others. Lenore nods, and she pulls out the little rocks that she gave you all back in Vangel, and she starts to give you all the signal that Iker has been found.
The vibrator.
The vibrator rocks.
Oh, fun.
Alright, that's times horny counter number 1.
All right. Iker, you, Penelope, and Lenore begin to head out. I was going to go to Lee next, but Lee, are you still doing music stuff?
Yeah, just go ahead and skip me. I'll
Okay.
go next.
All right. We'll just go to Juniper, Nolai, and Otto. So, 3 of you. All right. So,
Okay.
you guys just saw Zotar leave as well as the cultists. What are you guys doing now? Where do you guys want to go?
Okay, wait.
Where?
Wait, isn't there people in the room with us?
Yes, but they've currently left. They're one of them is like in the hallway where the elites used to be. They're just kind of like all around.
So wait, have they found the bodies yet?
No, you guys hid the bodies in the room.
Okay.
They didn't think it was at least a little bit suspicious that the room they left guarded was unguarded.
Well, they're still scouting around. Oh my God, Lee, what are you doing? Lee. All right, I stopped it. It's dead. We killed it. I took it out back and I shot it in the head. I don't know why the main one isn't.
Not the old yeller.
Oh wait! Oh, I fixed it. It's working. It's fucking
I don't
working.
hear anything yet. Just kidding.
It's
just kidding.
It's working.
It worked.
All it took was a sacrifice.
Woo!
Oh my god. I'm so
I love you.
It's
I
all.
was doing it. I had every single song written down and I was gonna put it in individually, and then I fucking forgot to put the artist so that it was complete fucking traitor. Oh my
Don't worry, guys. It's okay. All it took was Lee's sanity to get the music to start working again. We're fine.
Yeah, basically.
All right. All right.
Next time I do have a list of songs. We're good. Bye.
All right. So, anyways, back to the 3 of you. Where do you guys wish to go? There are 3 cultists kind of in the area, and they're kind of looking around, but they seem to be doing it kind of half-assed.
Can we kill them?
If you
Or
want.
we could just leave.
Okay, I guess we could just leave.
Okay.
listen up.
Do you guys want
I
to?
don't have good rationality.
Do you guys want to follow Zotar, or do you want to double back and go try to meet the rest of the party?
Meet the rest of the party.
I don't feel like it's smart to go after Zotar alone. Like, just with the three of us.
Absolutely not.
I don't really, like, as much as I would like it here, I'm not stupid enough to do that, so,
Yeah, we're not dumb bitches, okay, August?
Anyway, alright, let's go.
All right, you guys.
For all the love spike.
You guys double back and begin to head back. But yeah, do not forget that book. It has some very useful information.
Oh, we're gonna be coming back to it.
So as you guys begin to sneak back the path you guys came from, Otto, make me a perception check.
Damn you. That was a 2 minus 2. So I rolled a flat 0.
You notice.
I hope you enjoy this, August.
You notice absolutely nothing, Otto, and you all continue on your way.
Great. August, I hate you.
After some walking, you guys bump in to Lenore, Penelope, and Iker.
Damn it.
Lenore turns the corner and she says, "Oh, there you all are. Guess you guys haven't found Zotar yet?"
We know where he's at.
We just didn't have to die.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We also just stole
Oh, I
his
see you
death.
found the...
You guys found him. The dude.
Yeah, we
Yay, slay. Good
yeah,
job,
we
guys.
found him. Lenore says.
Epic
Penelope-
high five.
My chest, it's just hurting awful right now.
I know it's a touching reunion, but it's okay.
Oh no,
No,
he got
You wouldn't
stabbed.
happen to have, any blood on you. I need to get some to heal myself.
Oh
Well,
my
I mean,
God.
I kind
I'm
of
in a lot of pain.
No, we
I'm gonna hand
don't.
him the
No,
rat blood.
no.
Yeah.
You want to hand to the rat?
That's
Okay, yeah.
Rat bear
That's fine.
blood.
Otto hands you the rat bear infusion, Iker.
No, I sniffed the blood. I'm like, no, it has to be pure blood. This smells of rat and elf.
No, we do not. That's really shitty.
I'm purebred
Anyway, so
goblin
why
if
don't we
you
go
want
after
some.
Zotar now?
Rip L.
I
Where's
smell it
Mari?
on you. I smell it on you.
Where's
Shut the fuck
Mari?
up. Shut the fuck up. Where's Mari?
Oh, she just kind of went off with Pilar.
I
And
know
we're
what
not
Mari is doing.
concerned about this after what happened earlier?
I know
Well,
exactly what Mari's doing.
well,
Okay,
she,
then should share with the class.
yeah, Iker, why don't you share with the class?
Wow.
Penelope says.
Oh, I would, but this wound in my chest is really hurting me to
I
speak.
swear to
and-
God,
Oh my
I will
fucking
hurt
God.
you more if you don't start talking.
Listen,
isn't
give
really
me what
the
I want,
time.
and I will tell you. I
This
need
isn't
to
really
heal
the-
right now.
We have a healer, don't we?
Oh
No,
yeah,
it
wait,
has to
I'm
be-
a healer.
Juniper, you're a healer. Heal him.
Oh, you do? So, any blood that you have, I'll be able to take.
I'm
Even
a
your own
healer.
blood.
Just heal him and make
Can I
him
do
shut
a
up.
healing spell?
Yeah, you can cast a healing spell on him.
Well, how do I do that?
So, so you are.
Okay, so... Alright, that's it. Can I cast a stealth check so I can steal the astral blood off of Juniper?
No, we're not.
You can
No, fuck off.
you can do a sleight of hand check, and if you beat
Alright.
Trin's roll, you can sleight of hand it.
You're
Oh, well, fuck,
Friends
that's
don't
a...
steal from
that-
you're
friends.
fucking
Shit,
on.
that's-
Let's go right
That's
now. Let's go.
23! That's 23!
What am I rolling? Wait, what am I rolling?
You have to roll a perception check to beat Iker's sleight of hand.
Oh, a perception
That's
check?
23.
Shut the fuck up. Let me do my shit. Let's see here.
Slap Iker's hand.
Did you just slap his hand?
Yeah, just. Can I?
Can you just like fucking knock him
Well,
out?
you know
Let him
what?
go to sleep. We don't need
You know
him
what's
right now.
super
We got him.
duper
We got the
duper
bag.
funny about that?
Nah,
I'm
no.
super
That was...
sorry to burst your fucking bubble. Not 20, bitch. Suck my dick.
Nah.
I got a nat 20 as well. I have 23.
Or 24, motherfucker. Suck my dick.
Wow.
Slay queen.
Wow.
Iker, you are not able
Damn.
to get the astral blood as Nola notices your hand and she like swats it away from you.
I'm gonna do that and then stand in front of her and be like, knock your shit off. Tell us what we need to fucking know.
Also,
Well, I will tell you two things. I'm asking for the Astral Blood for a specific reason, and Mari is doing some very, very sketchy things right now. What would you like to hear about
Sketchy?
first? The blood that you have on you that could kill you right now, or would you like to hear about Mari?
Mari, please. Mari.
yes.
Okay,
I'm more
so
focused on
Yeah.
that.
Um, Mari has been working with a certain individual, and you guys didn't know that, did you? I bet you didn't know that.
Oh my god, Mari being sketched. That's so.
That's
crazy.
so
Yeah,
out of
That's
but
so out of
crazy.
did you know
character
that?
for her.
We
Did,
literally saw her fucking rip her tongue out. She's been.
yeah,
she's
but did
been
you know
on
that
the
she's
cray
been
cray.
working with Zotar, right? She's been working with Zotar.
I'm fucking what?
Yes, she has been working with Zotar. You know, they really like to talk about how the fact that they were screwing us over in their chats with Mallory, you know. But yes, Mari is indeed working with Zotar, and she's been in cahoots with Mallory. I was rather shocked to hear about that information as well.
How the
Now
hell
to
do
the
you
blood,
know about this?
because, like I said, they like to gloat about how the fact that they were messing us over.
Okay,
They've got a
okay.
lot of mouths
You're
on them,
missing
and when I talk,
you're missing my point. Why, Baker, do you know this?
why do
Ooh.
I? I was just in a cell. I just got stabbed. Do you not think that they like to gloat in front of me? Really? Do you
There's
not
more
know
to
who
the
these
story
people
that-
are?
There's more to this story that you're not telling us.
Are you being a little creepy stalker?
I'm
He also
losing.
is
I'm sorry.
acting a
That
bit
was
like
my
a
character.
fat
I
cat.
was
Just-
so in character, dude, and holy shit,
Yeah.
I just that was wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Would you like to know what more of the story is, really? Do you really want to know what's going on here?
Why I'm fucking asking.
August, can I text
Well,
you?
Yeah.
as you know, I used to be a member of this cult. I got out of it. These people, from what
what
we
did
have
I agree
determined,
to? Can you give us the shortened version? Just tell us the key points. What do we need to know? What the fuck is happening? Why do you know
we
this
need to go
information?
find Mari.
okay,
That's what I'm
fine.
saying. Give us the
Mallory,
shortened version.
Mallory asked me for a deal to help out the cultists to kill Lenore. I am not doing that.
To
I am
kill
not
to
siding
do
with them.
what? Lenore says as she kind of backs away.
Yes,
Wait,
they asked me to kill Lenore, and I said no. And then Zotar and Mallory go and ramble off about, oh, but if your friend Mari can, if they can, Mari can betray you, if Mari can do this and that. And I was like, oh, so Mari's been working for you the whole time, and they just laughed in my face. So
Actually,
yes,
we
I do
could
know
betray
about this.
Any of us. We're not really that close of friends.
Why?
They
Why
laughed
would
in
you
my
trust me?
face. Why would you trust me? Well, for one, I can tell you that the blood that she has right there is dangerous. It is extremely dangerous.
Again.
And only I am the one that can dispose of it.
Okay.
Because do
That's
you want
oddly
more of
creepy.
me? Do you really want more of me around? Really? You want more of me because that is what that will do.
At least
So I
I
suggest
guarantee
Would
you
it
they
be a
would be less
better version of
insufferable.
you?
Yeah.
I guarantee
yes,
you they
it would
would
be
be
a
less
better. It would
insufferable.
obviously be a better version of me because there's been more improvements. But trust me on this. The fact
I
that I
think
didn't
for
already kill
now-
Lenore.
I think for now, you can just stop. We're gonna go find Mari, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Okay, but if you end
And
up getting
Pilar.
burned by her, it is not my fault. I've tried to warn you.
All
I
right.
don't need
Ooh,
your
I wish I
warning
got burned
or
by
your
her.
pity.
Me too.
Oh my.
Listen. All right, so
Alright.
all right, well, let's go find this traitor then.
So, that being said, let's go to Mari.
Mari.
So,
Mari.
That's ×2 on the horny counter, by the way.
so,
I'm gonna have a talk with you later.
all right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Mute
I'm
your
scared.
fucking self or I'll do it.
All right. So, also Mac, hold on. I'll text you the healing thing in a second after I'm done with Mari.
Okay.
Mari. After a bit more
Yes.
waiting, Visca returns to you and Pilar and puts in front of you guys what appears to be some sort of drawing. Visca says, I found this far up in the shelves. Looks interesting, don't you think? Mari, you are extremely disturbed by this. This is a drawing you drew when you were like 6. And it is in front of you. And in the drawing, it is you with 2 figures that you assume to be your mom and dad. Oh no! He fucking crashed. God damn it. Hold on. Let me, hold on. Just disconnect and reconnect, baby. God damn it. It's literally always when it's his turn, too. I'm like, all right, Mari, it's time to go. And then he crashes.
And then he just dies.
And then he just dies. Hold on.
SMH, get your shit together.
Let me disconnect him. Okay. I disconnected you. You may need to restart Discord. Pain.
Luke, can you please put that photo away?
They literally can't. It's impossible. It's gonna. Oh.
Why? Wait, for real? Are you just fucking mean?
Okay. Lee's working on it. Actually, I need a pee, so now may actually be a good time to take a quick break, actually.
It's PP time.
Yeah, everyone go take 5 while Lee fixes Discord. Oh, wait. Lee is back. Okay.
Hold it in.
Oh. Hold on. Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Oh my god. The fucking bar. Okay, I'm on my phone right now. I'm restarting my laptop.
No worries. We're gonna take a break because people need a pee, so we'll be back in like 5 minutes anyway.
You need a pee?
Yeah, I need a pee. I need a fucking piss.
Yeah, August.
Oh, sorry, I have a bladder and I need a piss.
No, don't leave me with Lee! Don't leave me with Lee!
Too late!
Stinky little piss boy!
Stinky little piss man.
He's a pissy piss boy who pees in his piss pants. And yes, I could get rid of the picture, but no, I don't want to.
Yeah, why would you?
Right. He's actually not going pee, he's just peeing in his pants.
He's just sitting there in silence while piss dripping on his shorts.
Having a piss trickled out.
We're like, wow, August, that was really quick. And he's like, I know, it was just a really quick pee because it was in his
Just a really
pants.
quick beer.
What's happening right now?
It's because I never left. I don't get up to piss, I sit down.
What is
August
happening?
Actively
We're
pissing
talking
his
about
pants.
August pissing.
Oh, August is pissing right now? Damn, without
Yeah,
it?
tea.
His
August
pants.
Yeah, without it? Rude.
There is no God.
We should time August when he goes pee. Make him feel insecure.
How long
Oh my
did
god,
your
wait.
pants-
Next time he does, let's do that.
Be like, wow, boy, you took 5 minutes in there.
Alright. Alright, you grimy
never mind.
fucks, I'm back.
Okay.
Alright.
Us, Grimy, you're the one pissing your
Alright.
pants.
I need a pee-pee!
Mate. Pee-pee
Okay.
boy.
Lee.
Oh my fucking god. Finally connected.
Late.
Perfect timing, I just got back from peeing in the toilet. Haha, hee hee. Alright,
You mean your pants?
my pants,
And
yeah.
not on me?
I just God damn it, Spike. Lee, are you ready to go?
Alright, that's times 3 on the horny counter.
Alright, so Lee, I'll just repeat the scene for you. So, as you are sitting in the archives, Lee, with Polar sitting next to you, Visca flies over to you all and places a piece of paper in front of you all. I found this, master. It's quite intriguing. I found it up high in the boxes. Mari, as you look at the drawing, you are extremely freaked out. This is a drawing that you drew as a child when you were like 6. In the drawing, you can see a crudely drawn portrait of yourself with 2 other figures that appear to be your parents and a small house.
Mari's just fucking frozen.
Pilar looks over at Visca and then up at Mari, and he just goes, "Everything all right?"
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Visca, you did a great job, because
Okay.
this is definitely a piece of me, Pilar says, and he just picks up the paper, and he walks forward in front of you, Mari, as he stares at it and says, You know, honestly, it's kind of strange that a piece of my soul is trapped in this thing. But I guess we can't question Sidar too much, he says, as he goes ahead and he just kind of raises the picture high into the air. As Mari, you watch as the drawing slowly fades away until there's nothing more than a blank piece of paper. And you watch as Pilar glows a soft blue color again before it dims. And he kind of shakes his head. Mari, you turn around Pilar turns to you, Mari, and for a split second it looks like his eyes are different colors, but they immediately change back to the blue as he stares at you and says, "Right. Second piece done."
Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling great, Pilar says. Feeling more myself, actually. You see he's kind of just like moving his fingers like up and down.
Mari's just gonna get down to his level and just like give him like the biggest hug. Like, and it's very, Mari's never done this before, so it's just very out of character.
As you are hugging Pilar, Mari, you hear a voice behind you. Am I interrupting something?
Mari's gonna turn to see who it is.
Mallory is standing with the doors closed behind him, kind of leaning up against them. You know, Mari, that little familiar you have right there is quite the interesting specimen, I think. Visca kind of like curls up and says, "Should I leave, Master?"
No, not yet. Thank you, Mallory.
Mallory is just looking at you like deadpan. So, how's things going with the group?
Well, it's pretty difficult to play along with them.
I see. See that you've cut your tongue out. It's a little interesting.
They were on to me.
Ah, they were on to you. I see.
You know that one Iker, especially him.
Yes, I know of Iker. I know how much of a waste he is. You know, I didn't mean to spy on you, but I couldn't help but be interested in your little metal friend there, Mallory says as he looks over at Pilar. You know, I've never seen magic quite like that before. Almost as if you are forging something inside of him. Quite interesting. Mallory kind of takes his back off the wall, and he kind of takes a step closer to you, Mari, and says, "You know, Mari, I've always known you've had magic, and you've never specified where, but now I'm really curious. Really curious."
I mean, as the kids say, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Fair enough.
Times 4 on the order.
Shut the fuck up. you're not here.
Fair enough. I'll let you have the first hit, Mallory says, and he opens his arms wide. Hit me with your best spell, Mari.
Gladly. And Mari, instead of casting a spell towards him, she's going to summon her familiars.
All right. You watch. Well, I guess no one else is here, but I'll explain it anyways. You guys watch as two new entities form out of Mari. One seems to come from her hair as it whips around her, and a large, proud-looking lion-like beast emerges from her hair and kind of materializes. And then also, you watch as almost from her armor itself, it kind of like peels away and forms into a large hellhound wolf. And you watch as these two new familiars stand in front of Mallory. Mallory nods. I see. You know, those familiars strike an awful close resemblance to the god of death. Very interesting stuff, Mari. But, I'm still waiting. At this, Mari, the three familiars turn to you and say, orders.
Oh, shit! Okay, I just want the familiars to, like, distract him, like, by any means, and, oh god, I'm scared. Oh, fuck. I'm going to, remove the ring and summon Ignis, and try to escape with Pilar.
Okay. Mari, as you go ahead and you summon the horse, you grab Pilar, you notice there's one exit, and it's right behind Mallory. Mallory says, so you're running.
Well, I should have bit my tongue. But I know when I'm out powered, I guess.
Well, I'm still waiting. The familiars look again. Orders, ma'am?
Carry on.
I'm going to take that as attack.
Yep.
Mari, you watch as the three familiars pounce onto Mallory, and you can see that they seem to pile him in just like a giant like fury of beasts and attacks. And Mari, you begin to charge for the door on your steed as the doors burst open, and you begin to charge down the hallway, and Pilar is just like, Mari, are you good?
We need to get out of here now.
Before you reach the end of the hallway, Mari, your steed is stopped as a bunch of shadowy spikes jut out of the walls, completely blocking the path. Mari, you turn around, and you can see all three of your familiars are dematerializing as Mallory is walking up to you. And you hear him go, was that supposed to be magic? Or some kind of joke? He says. You watch, Pilar watches as one of the shadows strikes forward and, getting a 23, wraps around and binds Mari as the horse dissipates from underneath her. Mallory walks up closer to you, Mari, and he says, you know, Mari, you're quite the interesting person. And at this, Mari, you can see Pilar gets up, and Pilar just goes, fuck! And he starts to run at Mallory. And you watch as Mallory takes another shadowy tendril from the wall and wraps around Pilar. And he holds up Pilar. Is this what you're going through all the trouble for, Mari? This scrap of armor. You watch as Mallory takes Pilar and slams his entire form into the wall, and you watch as the armor like shatters and breaks as he falls into a pile of armor on the ground. Mallory lowers you so you're at eye level with him, and Mallory walks up to you, Mari. I know that the god of death has given you powers, but I also know that he hasn't given you nearly as much as his other servants. And you want to know why that is, Mari? You know, knowing you've spent so much time trying to seem like you're this big, scary wizard, that you're this master of all these magics and you can make anyone bend to your will. But don't fucking play games with me, Mari. You're nothing more than Sidar's lapdog. And you know it. And you know that I know that you aren't a master of magic at all. You're weak. And your magic is elementary, Mallory says. You feel the shadows binding you, Mari, tighten. But it seems like you're sacrificing so much for this little scrap of armor that you love. Isn't that poetic? Someone so evil as you, so mischievous as you, sacrificing it all to save the one you love. Well, you may be thinking now that I'm going to take your magic, but honestly, there's no point. Sidar's magic in you is sorely diluted. You barely have any of it in you. You would just be a small taste of what a true Sidar champion could have. And at this, the shadows release around you, Mari, as you just kind of lay on the ground. Mallory bends down and says, I don't like being lied to, Mari. And I don't like being betrayed. You can act all you want, like you're 3 steps ahead. But I'm the one with the stronger magic. And I'm the one who's going to win. So when you crawl back to those little friends, if they're still alive, I hope that you let them know how weak you truly are. And Mallory walks past you, and the shadows dissipate. Mari, you can see Pilar is a pile of armor just in the corner of the room that Mallory slammed him.
No. Mari's gonna like run up and like just like she's like it's gonna be okay. And she's gonna like try to like just grab everything and like try to somewhat piece it together, but like
As this is happening, you see the faint blue lights appear in Pilar's eyes, and he just goes, Mari? What happened?
I'm gonna fix you.
I can't feel my body.
I know. Look, everything's gonna be okay. I can fix you.
I feel so fragmented, he says, as you see his eyes begin to dim a little lower again.
Mari's just, she's fucking crumpled to the floor, you know? She's just like, she's shaking as she's like picking up each piece of Pilar, and like, she's just like holding it to her, pretty much.
Alright. As this is happening, Nolai, Juniper, Iker, Otto, and Penelope and Lenore, exploring the area that Mari went. Penelope is the first to turn the corner as she sees Mari in a crumpled heap on the floor, holding Pilar's head. Penelope walks up and says, Mari?
Get away from me.
What's wrong? What happened to Pilar?
What do you think? This is what you get for fucking with Mallory.
Lenore walks forward and says, Mari, let us help. Juniper can try to rebind him or something.
No. All of my progress. Everything to just put him back together.
At this, the light in Pilar's eyes glow a little bit brighter again, and the entire party can see Pilar's eyes staring at them, and he just goes, Mari, look. It's our friends.
She just begins to sob.
Penelope looks over at you, Juniper, and Otto, and she's just kind of like, guys, please try to do something.
Yes!
I'll go to Mari then while they're taking care of Pilar.
She doesn't want me touching him.
Look, he's still alive. We just have to, I don't know, put his head back on his torso? Penelope says.
Can I try healing him?
Yes. Oh shit, I need to send you the magic stuff. So, lay on hands. Fuck, I literally had it.
Otto, quickly, I could take and pull. Is he got blood or is it oil? It's blood.
It's oil. It's. I mean, he doesn't
So
even
it's
have
oil?
any. He's literally just.
Okay, so
he's just
but, there-
animated
but there's
armor.
but listen, but there's a metallic content in blood. Okay, I mean there's a metallic content in oil. I'm gonna pull all the metallics up so Otto could take and weld it, and we'll try to weld his head back on.
All right.
I
No,
have welding
Mari,
wire, bud.
Mari,
You ain't gotta do all that.
Mari snaps her head back and looks at Iker dead in the eyes and goes, "Don't you fucking dare touch him."
I'm trying to help him. You're the one that got him in this.
I
Now shut the
don't
fuck up.
care. You're the last person I want help
This
from.
is what you get for working with Mallory. Traitor.
I'm gonna
Ayo.
stand the fuck up. I'm gonna stand the fuck up and say some. So I'm gonna put myself in between Mari and Iker, and I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes. I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck is your problem?"
A traitor is my problem. These people tortured me and they willingly worked for them. That's my problem. You slapped my knee?
I would quite like to just fucking slap him. No, fuck it. I'll slap him with the mech.
I'm wheezing.
No.
well-
I have something better. Iker, as you're getting into this argument with Nolai, Penelope taps on your shoulder, Iker.
I turn around
She gestures
just
you
to see who taps my shoulder.
She gestures for you to follow her.
Huh?
Oh, are they breaking up?
I follow Penelope.
You turn the corner, Iker.
Trouble in Paris.
You turn the corner, Iker, away from the rest of the group, and Penelope looks at you, Iker. And if everyone can please mute, so this can just be between them two.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys can, Iker, you see that Penelope has her head down, and she just walks up to you, Iker, and she just slaps you just fully across the face. And Penelope looks up at you, Iker, with tears in her eyes, and she just goes, "What the fuck is your problem? Say something,
really
Iker."
Want to know my problem?
Yeah.
My problem? As if I had one singular fucking problem. This whole cult, Mallory, fucking Zotar, they have been eating away at my life ever since I have been fucking born. I hate them with every fiber in my... hold on. You asked me what my problem was. My entire life, they have taken away from me, and she willingly wants to work with them. Work with the pure evil that they have. And they expect us to feel bad for the fact that something went bad when they trusted them. We knew going into this that they were evil. And yet they still chose to trust them. This is on them. They don't get to lash out at us. They don't. Not working for the people that have hurt me so. So please, what is your response to that?
Penelope looks at you.
Justify them torturing me.
Penelope looks
Justify
at you, Iker.
everything that they did to me.
Penelope looks at you, Iker, with tears in her eyes, and she just says, "I don't know, Iker. Everything has been happening so fast. I don't know, but
in this moment, I just grab her, and then Iker just starts crying, and he just drops to the floor, and he's bawling. Iker's fucking crying right now. Like, I mean, like, he is not okay.
Penelope is just, like, staring at you, Iker, and she just goes, Iker, I see you and Mari. And I've seen moments where you two care genuinely. I just don't want you two to fucking throw it all away for some stupid tale of revengeance. Iker, please look at me.
Iker, like, damn, I'm actually crying. What the fuck? Alright, so Iker looks up at Penelope.
I'm sorry for what they did to you. It was fucked up. And it was horrible. But doing the things you do and saying the things that you say to these people isn't going to help you. And I know that you so badly want to get your revenge on Zotar. And I do too. He's fucked me up greatly in these past few weeks. But arguing and bickering and being at each other's throats is going to get us all fucking killed. So please, Iker, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, don't be a fucking monster. Just work with us. Just, like, for 10 seconds, just keep your voice shut. And just let us help you. You don't have to be a hero all the goddamn time. Okay?
But I don't know if he would be able to take on what I have.
No, I can't,
My
Iker.
burdens are so heavy.
I can't. But you know what? We all have something that we're struggling with. And we all have something that we're trying to figure out. I don't even know who the fuck Votar is. I didn't even know I was a champion of fire until, like, 2 weeks ago. So just try to go at it at the same pace we're all going at it. Please. I know that you're traumatized, but I know Mari is too. So just maybe you two should give each other space for a while.
I understand. Iker stands up and then looks back at Penelope and goes, "Thank you."
We're going to get
needed
Zotar
that.
Mallory, Iker. It's gonna happen, but just let the others have some rest. Alright? Penelope turns around and walks back to the rest of the group. Juniper, so the way that Lay on Hands works is it is a d6 for each of your levels, so you would have 6 d6s, and you can roll as many as you want to heal someone, and you would add your current level. So it would be, so you have 66. You can choose to use how many or how little you want, and then you can add 6 to it because your level is 6.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
So from looking at Polar's situation, he's just kind of broken, but he's not dead. So you could probably just use like 1d6 plus 6 to get him back to like welded form.
So 1d. Okay.
Yeah. And then you would just add 6 to that number.
$11?
11.
Does that sound right?
Yeah. Because that would be like a 5 plus 6. Okay, so
Okay.
you guys watch as Juniper sits down next to Polar's crumpled state. And Juniper, you pull out your hand and you just kind of wait for something to happen. And as you're doing so, you hear a humble motherly voice in the back of your head saying, "I will grant you the powers you seek, champion." You all watch as vines and leaves begin to grow from like out from under Juniper's armor, and they begin to wrap around Pilar and kind of put him. They like hoist him up and like connect all the limbs together, and you guys watch as the leaves begin to glow this soft green color, as slowly but surely Pilar's body is forged back together. And when Juniper removes the vines and the leaves, you can see Pilar standing there, and you can see at his joints, he has little flowers and leaves growing from them. Pilar's eyes open brightly. They like go bright white for a second, and then they change back to blue. And Pilar looks around at all of you and says, "What happened?"
God, that's what happened. I saved you, buddy.
You saved me! High five! And Pilar holds up his hand to high five you, Juniper.
Oh my god, I love him.
Slay Pilar.
High five him!
Oh, yes, I high five Pilar. Maybe a little bit too hard.
Pilar's arm just like a nice high five. Pilar turns over and says, "Mari, are you good?"
And she's like gonna run and like wrap her arms around him and just crumple like into his arms, and she's just like, "Oh my god, I'm never gonna do anything that's gonna put you in danger like that again. I'm so sorry. Is there any way you can forgive me?"
Pilar just kind of pats your head, Mari, and he just goes, "Mari, it's fine. I mean, like, I'm just a soul inside of a metal body, so really Mallory can throw me around all he wants and I can't really die. I mean, it hurts, like, a lot, but I'm technically immortal, unless he, like, sucks the soul out of me, which I'm assuming he can do if he can suck everyone else's magic out. So,
Alright, that's time 5 on the horny counter.
So,
Stop it.
so maybe don't let him suck my magic out. But hey, until then, I'm feeling pretty great. And look, I have flowers growing out of me. Pilar picks out one of the flowers and he puts it in Mari's hair. He like puts it behind her ear.
Oh, I love them.
All right, Mari, stand up. Come on. I didn't marry a badass wizard lady for nothing.
Them. They are the standard.
My wife.
My wife.
You guys, you can my wife.
At this, Penelope walks over to you all, and she turns to you, Iker, and she says, "Iker, I think you deserve the party a little bit of an apology."
Anything?
I look at everyone, and I go, to all of you, thank you for, 1, coming to get me out of here, and for 2, I am indeed sincerely sorry. My mouth did get the best of me. Perhaps the cell was a little bringing my filter to an end, but I do apologize.
At this, Lenore walks forward and says, "Look, we've all had a long day. But look, I hate to tell you all this. You've all found what you needed to find, so if you all want to leave, do so, but I still need to find some way to cure Arya. So if you all want to double back and head back to the house, you guys can go do it, but I need to stick around a little longer and try to find something," Lenore says.
I personally would like to blow off some steam, so I will go with you. I need to crack a couple of Altarian heads.
You're still like basically dying.
Unfortunately.
No,
Yeah,
it stopped. I'm
He's
not
fine.
dying.
Nolai, what do you wish to say?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's fine. Anyway, I was just gonna go up to Lenore and say, we've already come this far. We might as well. Plus, you said you needed our help. And it's not necessarily the greatest idea for you to be walking around this place alone.
We also need to help Nolai.
Yeah.
Right. Pilar.
Answers?
Pilar, I don't want to speak for Mari, but she seems kind of out of it. If you want to try to take her home, Pilar looks down at you, Mari, and says, well, do you want to stay or go get some rest?
They helped me. They put you back together. I owe this to them. We have to stay.
Pilar
Badass wizard lady.
Pilar can't make facial expressions, but his eyes twinkle a little bit, and he goes, right. Pilar helps you up, Mari, and he walks forward and he says, let's go find a way to cure your sister, Balor. And he punches her, and she goes, my name's Lenore. That's what I said. Right. Let's go. Lenore turns around, and she walks over to you, Iker, and she just looks at you, and she just kind of gives you like a solemn nod before walking past and heading down the hallway. All right. We're going to skip forward a little bit. I'm not going to have you guys make stealth checks or anything.
Wait,
Thank you.
Yeah.
August.
Yes.
Okay, I need to pick up my ring.
Oh, yeah. You do need to pick up your ring. Mari, you do double back for a second and grab it. And all of your familiars were defeated, but they're not dead. You can feel them rematerializing inside you, but it will take a second for them to come back.
Can I walk up to Mari?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I pull Mari off to the side, and I go, Mari, clearly, we don't like each other. But, for now, to get out of this hellhole, could I use your assistance?
For now, I want you to stay away from me.
That
we
is
can
valid.
figure this out later, but stay away from me.
That is valid.
Mari's gonna put, like, you know the thing where bullies in high school where they, like, bumped the shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as a quick second, I take a nab, and just for a split second, I take and poke their thigh, and then I walk off.
Okay. All right, we're gonna skip forward a little bit. So, you guys continue to sneak.
Mari's gonna fuck you.
I'm gonna revel in that.
As you guys are walking through Shadow Keep, kind of ducking and weaving behind, you can see Lenore looks at Juniper, Otto, and Noline, says, so did you guys find anything of use while you were scouring around?
Yeah, we got a book, we
definitely-
got blood, and we got a gizmo gadget.
A book?
Yeah, there
Blood,
was.
did you say?
Shut
did they
the
have
fuck-
blood?
Shut the Iker, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you. Anyway, yes, we found a book. We skimmed over it. We have it with us, but we skimmed over it.
Wait, we
Seemed to be
also
about
got notes.
gods.
Gods?
We
Penelope
did
says.
grab notes. Yes, we did. Yes. There's also notes, lists of people that the cult experimented on, their name, their race, and then what was done to them.
Wait, Juniper, Penelope
Wait,
says. Can I
There's a list.
look at the book?
Can we do this later?
I was gonna say we're gonna look at all this shit later. Once we're
Can I just,
not-
read a little bit while we're walking?
It's very important book. If it goes bad, I'm going to murder you.
Penelope walks up
That's
and says,
dope.
Juniper, from God Champion to God Champion, I will not ruin the book.
Oh, I guess if you fucking ruin the book, I'm gonna murder you.
Penelope's
Alright,
not gonna ruin the book.
So Iker's walking
Okay.
behind Penelope, and he mumbles to himself, he might be in there. And that's all he says.
Alright.
That's us. Okay. Sure. I can look at the book.
Yes, I can finally figure out who the fuck Votar is. And she starts flipping through the pages. Alright. Nolai, were you gonna do something?
No, I was just telling Lenore what we found.
All right. Lenore looks over at you, Otto, and says, "Can I look at the injector goat?"
Gonna say yes, but I'm keeping my own tiny little grubby hands on it. Cool?
Right. I just want to look at it. I don't have to hold it.
Okay.
Iker inquires about the blood.
Iker
He
gets
just specifically.
flipped off. And
No, wait. Hold on. Just so specifically, I'm like, is it 100% blood? Like, is it a purity to 100%?
Okay,
crap blood.
They were in the middle of something. They were quite literally in the middle of something.
All right. Lenore looks over and she says, "Right. Well, that looks decently useful. Okay. Right. Anything else you guys found?"
Now you can go.
Okay, so Iker inquires specifically, was it 100% blood?
We just got rat blood.
Like, Iker smells the blood. I mean, he obviously knows what it is. He's inquiring for a reason. He's not wanting to take it. He's just asking if it's 100%.
I do not trust Iker.
I don't either.
I'm
gonna look at it and I'm. He made fun of. He was trying to be a dick to Mari while she thought that her husband was dead. So I'm gonna turn around, look at him, and say, "You're the fucking blood expert, aren't you? You should be able to answer that question." And then I'm just gonna turn and keep walking.
Okay, so yes, it is 100% blood. I can smell it. Now, depending on
Then
what
why
blood it
are
is
you
the
wasting my
biggest.
time?
Because the blood that it is, I need to know the species of what it is, because it's
Why
going to
do you
be.
need to know anything?
Because I know Zotar. I need to know which one he's wanting to. I need to know what experiments he's doing next.
We can give you
Because-
What you need to focus on right now is what the group is focusing on. We're trying to help Arya. That's our mission right now.
Okay, we've got the bag.
For 2 seconds, stop thinking about yourself. And maybe, for once in your life, think of someone else.
And then if you're a good boy, then we can reward you later on.
God damn it.
Leaves.
Not the horny count. Not the
I
horny sick.
needed that.
Oh my god. If you're a good boy, we'll give it to you later. Okay.
Fucking libtard.
Alright, guys. I'm trying to hurry it along to the next part because I kind of want to end the session relatively soon. So.
Okay.
What?
Not instantly, but I want to get through this so we can get to the final part. So.
Fight time.
As you guys are walking through the halls, I'm going to cue some more music as this is happening. You see Lenore looks over at you, Nolai, and says, "So, do you know exactly where Zotar is?"
I know the general area he was in.
Okay, well, I hate to say this, but I think we may need to go in that direction if we're going to find something to cure Arya. But maybe we should just keep a low profile.
That's probably for the best. I'm gonna turn and glare at Iker.
As you guys are walking over in the direction, Penelope speaks up and she goes, "You know, this Votar guy seems kind of cool," she says. "He's all about honor and pride and being loyal to the ones you love, and there's a whole list of names that someone wrote here. There's like hundreds of names. I'm assuming these are all champions, because, well, at the bottom here, there's my name, and then before it, there's a man named Ardor Vane." Lenore looks over and she just says, "Yeah, Ardor, he was the champion of fire before you." Penelope looks up and says, "Did you know him, Lenore?" The rest of you notice that Lenore's like facial expression like changes to like slight shock, and she goes,
Yeah, did you know him, Lenore?
Yeah, I knew him," Lenore says, and she looks down and she goes, Lenore kind of stops walking and she says, Ardor was a good man taken too soon, she says.
Just like his brother.
Just like his brother. Lenore continues to walk forward as you all follow, until finally you guys get to a slightly more culty looking part of the castle. I'm not having you guys roll stealth checks or anything, because I'm just kind of trying to hurry it along. But after a while, Lenore looks through her doorway and she says, okay, this looks like a good spot to poke around. Right. She opens the door, and you guys enter into what appears to be one of the main experimentation rooms. You can see there are blood vials everywhere, and you can see that there are all types of gizmos and gadgets all over the place. And Lenore just looks at you and says, find something that may look like a cure? She says.
So steal everything.
I am going to go up to Lenore and ask a very specific question.
Okay.
Because I don't think Nolai knows this. I know it, but Nolai doesn't. So she's gonna go up and she's gonna be like, question.
Yeah?
Who was your demonic parent? I don't mean to invade. I don't need a story or anything, just a name.
Lenore looks down, and then she glances over at Iker, and then back over to you, and she says, Sartosa. That was the name of my parent.
Wait, so would my blood help her?
I was thinking something along the lines of if we were able to find some kind of demonic blood of Sartosa's, maybe we could use it some way.
Lenore
I
looks.
could take and give her some with the tool that Odo has.
Lenore looks over at Iker and says, maybe Iker's the cure.
Great.
Really, should we save him?
Well, even
He's
if
useful.
well, even if he is the cure, the blood needs to not be diluted with his blood. It needs to be purely Sartosa's blood. So if we can find some kind of siphoner or some kind of way to just draw out her blood but not Iker's blood, because if it mixes,
Sifter.
Iker raises his hand. Like, Iker literally raises his hand.
Yes, Iker.
I can separate mine and Zartosa's blood. I can do that.
Right. Well, even if we have that answered,
Hypothetically.
we still need to find a cure for Nolai, unless it's in that absolutely horrific needle that Otto's carrying around. But
I sure hope not. I don't know how keen I am on letting him test any more gadgets on me.
Wait, no, Otto has something?
Otto has the injector goad with the needle full of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Iker
parting
inquires,
with it.
but no, you don't have to part with it. What is it? Blue? Like what color is it?
Excellent question, Blood Fiend.
Do what? I said, is it what? I'm so confused.
I'm saying.
What color is it?
It was like green.
It was bluish
don't
green.
Tell him. Shut.
Yeah.
That might help. Okay, August, do you want me to spitball off of this?
I can actually just tell you. So,
Okay.
so the cult has a fail-safe liquid. Because they do inject things into themselves sometimes, and sometimes the results are less than satisfying, and so sometimes they have a fail-safe liquid that they use. And they will use it to remove the blood that they injected into themselves. However, it isn't instant. It takes a few months for it to fully dissolve.
Lovely.
So Iker
inject that
relays
in-
that to the party?
Alright? Iker fills you all in what the liquid is.
Great.
I hope you're not afraid of needles.
Doesn't really matter if I am, does it?
Right.
All right.
Well,
I feel like I.
Wait, can we leave and then do that afterwards?
I
'Cause we're
think-
still-
Oh yeah, 100%. We're not doing that here.
Penelope
Okay,
looks at
cool.
you all and says, yeah, maybe it's time that we got the hell out of here.
I agree.
Yay! Let's
Step.
leave. Okay, bye.
And as you
Let's
all,
leave.
alright, as you all turn to go for the door, Lenore looks through and she just says, oh, fuck, as the doors are thrown open, and Lenora's bounced back, and she like falls back into Unoli, and you catch her. As you guys can see, that Zotar and Mallory both walk in, flanked by a ton of Valterian elites.
Fucking punch you in the face.
Zotar,
I'm gonna actually end it.
Zotar says, "Snooping around me and my cult's private stuff. That's not very nice at all." Mallory looks at you all. Mallory looks at you all, and Mallory's eyes linger on Mari for a second, and he cracks a wicked smile before he looks back at the group and says, "Well, well, well. Every single person I need, I love, or I hate is in one single room." Great, Mallory says.
Who here do you love?
Pilar's kind of cool, Mallory says.
August, can I please, can I do this?
You want to shit talk them?
Don't.
No.
I want to shit talk them and do something. No. There's something I specifically want to do.
Okay, we'll make it quick because I also have something I want to do.
Okay. So, you remember when I poked Mari's thigh? Well, there was blood up under my nail. All right, so, I look directly at him and I go, that's a lot of people for our small group. I think we need another. And then I immediately take and lick my finger where the blood's at, and I say, "Infernal art,
bound blood mimic." You guys watch as Iker licks the blood that he poked off of Mari, and you watch as a full replica of Mari appears right next to Iker, and her eyes are kind of glazed over red. Iker, as you do this, Lenore looks absolutely stunned at this as she stares at you do this. Mallory looks at you and he kind of tilts his head and he goes, interesting. At this, Zotar walks forward and he says, and he points at Penelope and he just goes, "It's great that we finally get to meet face to face, Champion of Fire." Penelope.
Can Juniper get in front of Penelope?
Yes.
She does that.
You see that Zotar says, "Oh, not you, Champion of Nature. I'm interested in the one of fire. The one that I was owed." No. You see, you all seem to don't know what this truly is. Zotar points at Penelope. Her power is supposed to be mine. No one else's.
She already has it. Pick a no.
Penelope speaks up and she says, "Yeah, actually, I don't think you deserve that power at all, Zotar. You see, the champions of Votar are supposed to be prideful, they're supposed to be brave, and they're supposed to be courageous and protect their friends. And in my opinion, you're the biggest snake out of all of them. There are some pretty great names in here. There's Ruby. She was apparently a champion during the Age of Legends. There was France. He was interesting, but he seemed to have a good heart in the end. And there was Ardor. He seemed a little bit brash, but he seemed to, get the point across. At this, Zotar speaks. Ardor. Ardor was quite the interesting one, I think. It's a shame after he passed. It's
Iker immediately cuts in. It is a shame that he passed. Like that vile, pathetic, insufferable Dragonfang Vanessa.
Yeah, my
fucking god.
Votar looks up and says, "Yes, Vanessa. I will thank her on one thing. She did a splendid job killing my foolish older brother." And you watch as Zotar flips the hood back, and you guys watch as his hands ignite in artificial flames.
Great.
Standing in front of you all, his face revealed, is a half-elf man. He has darker skin, and he has red and he has red hair.
No! Oh my god! What?
Mallory looks over and says, "Yes, Ardor. Pyre. It's a shame that we never got to meet your older brother." Pyre shrugs.
I'm so confused.
How dare you? Your brother fought for something truly amazing. How?
Anyways, as I was saying, Penelope, after my brother died, that power was supposed to go to me. But now, it's stuck in you. And I wish to get it out, Pyre says. And you watch as the artificial flames...
in you, bro. God damn.
You guys watch as the flames burn brighter and brighter in Pyre's hands as he points at you all and he says, "Alright, party of heroes. Let's see how well you deal against us. If this is a... Mr. Goblin Man, if there's a moment that you want to do something, this may be a good moment, Goblin Man."
There's so many moments. Can you text me real quick to just narrow down which one?
Yeah, I'll text you. But it's the one that goes boom.
Oh, it's that one! You're going full fucking nuclear already? God damn!
If you want to.
I mean, I'm fucking down.
Now's the time. Now's the time.
Just gonna, like... Otto is going to do, like, a little sign of the cross with the, like, you know, head to shoulders type thing. Pat his mech just on the ass and say, "Alright, boy. It's time. Go do your best."
The mech goes, brrr, and it starts to charge forward. As you see as Pyre, and you watch as Pyre and Mallory just kind of take a step back, and Mallory just says, "Oh, fuck." And,
Guys, run!
And you,
close your eyes and run!
You all...
I grab Penelope and run.
You all bail out of the side door.
Immediately picks me and Penelope up.
You all barge out of the side door, everyone fucking running for their lives for the nearest window as there's a loud bang and a flash of white light that blinds all of you as you all immediately just dive for the window. And no lie, you're the first one to smash through it as you all jump out of the window as large flames combust out of the entire second floor of Shadow Keep in this massive inferno as you all fall, and then boom, you all begin to hit the floor. You all stand up.
I cast levitate on me and Pilar.
Alright. You
Gee,
guys...
thanks.
Mari cast levitate on me and Penelope.
You too, Mari.
I fucking said
Do a lot. Bro, here's the thing. I can't do a lot. I can't cast it on the whole party.
No. But my Mari casted it on me and Penelope. Let's go.
Oh yeah, because you still have the blood mimic. Yeah.
Yes.
Icarus Mari also does that.
Wait, August, can I do a cool, like, superhero?
Yeah,
like,
Juniper does a badass
landing?
superhero landing. Nolai also does a
Yeah,
badass
like-
superhero landing. Otto is on Nolai's shoulders.
Slay!
Wait, what
It's like
about
bitter tears going down his face.
what about
It was the
Lenore?
best.
Oh yeah,
moment.
Lenore is also there. She's Juniper was holding Lenore.
There we go. I grabbed Otto.
Bridal style? Hell yeah.
Yeah, me and Lenore.
Oh wait, I'm getting held bridal style by Mari.
As you all hit the ground, Lenore just looks at you all and says, "Alright, time to fucking run," she says, and she immediately
I
just starts
agree.
sprinting into the city.
Let's go.
Do you all follow her?
Yes.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Yes.
You all begin to sprint through the city at a breakneck pace, just running past the Valtarian guards, giving them no attention. As you guys can hear commotion behind you all as you just run and run, you sprint, you go down alleyways, you jump over boxes and barrels until finally you guys exit through one of the side gates into the forest. After a bit of running, you all stop and like put yourself on, like you like hold yourself up against tree trunks to like try and catch your guys' breath as you're all just panting crazily. And you can see Lenore looks up and she looks over at Penelope and she just says, "Oh, fuck."
Oh, God damn it.
Lenore looks over at the rest of you and she says, "That's not good news," she says.
What? What?
Oh, fuck.
What happened?
Look, I aided in the death of Ardor.
That means nothing.
What?
No, it does mean something, because back there, Zotar, that's his younger brother.
And that's why he wanted me to kill you.
I don't think that's probably the reason, but I think what is a problem is that he's technically not supposed to be alive.
What?
Well, I don't know the logistics of it, but you see, after Ardor died and Vanessa, well, did it, well, it's a long story. How do I even explain this? Basically what happened is Vanessa wanted the rest of Ardor's body to be taken back and, well, given to the cult to be tested on. But his head was taken by someone else. We don't need to bring her up.
What? Okay.
Look,
No, it was. Do you not remember who it was? It was.
No. I do know it was Lillian, but we're not going to go into that. Lenore looks up at you and says, the cult's been around for a while. They were just starting off, but they... Sorry, this is just a lot for me to process. When they brought Ardor's body back to the fledglings of the cult to begin testing on, that's when I first met Zotar. I didn't know who he truly was, but he seemed delighted. He did something to Ardor's body, and I don't exactly know what he did, but he made a blood transfusion out of it and said that this would pass the power of fire down to him through some sick, twisted way, but it didn't seem to work right.
Because, like, that's not how that works, right?
Look, the thing is, Zotar apparently was lying about his real self because he told all of us right there that Ardor's brother Pyre was dead, and that if Pyre was still to be alive, Lenore looks at you all and she just says, "Look, all I'm saying is that if Pyre gets a hold of Penelope with the blood transfusion that he apparently made from his older brother, he could be more than just a champion."
Yo.
What?
I don't know the logistics, but throughout all the little interactions I had with him, Vanessa, and him and Mallory, look, the cult don't just want to evolve people. They don't just want to make people into weird, evolved monsters. The cult and Mallory want to usurp the gods. Pyre doesn't want to just become a champion of fire. He wants to usurp Votar and become the next god of fire. Lenore looks over at Penelope, and Penelope just looks shocked. Penelope, if he gets a hold of you, Votar won't exist anymore. It'll be Pyre.
Holy shit.
Penelope takes a step back, and she says, "What about the other gods? Do you know what Mallory's up to?" Lenore shakes her head. "I don't know what Mallory's final game plan is, but he wants all of the gods' powers for a reason. I don't know what he wants with you, Penelope. If he struck a deal with Pyre, that means that... Look, I don't know, but from what I got, Mallory and Pyre aren't trying to become champions. They're not even trying to stay mortals. They want to become gods themselves. And I was in denial of it because I thought Pyre was dead. But no. Apparently he's not. Apparently that was all a lie, and Zotar was just the alias he was using. And as for Mallory, he has plans. Plans that I think go even farther than Valteria. Look.
Well, it looks like we gotta get stronger.
And it looks like we need to get back home and get some rest. I don't know how much safer Arya's manor will be, so I'd say the most we can do is get some rest and then head out as soon as possible.
Lenore, I think they know exactly where Arya's mansion is.
Lenore looks over and says, right, well, there is another person I know that can try to house us, but we need to get Arya back on her feet. I don't think that it'll be great carrying her around in her state. Iker, Lenore says as she walks up to you, I know that we barely know each other, but getting my sister up and healthy is probably the best thing we can do right now. And then we need to get the fuck out of Vandrel.
I will help you, but there is one small problem.
That is?
Of course.
Your mother is not pleased that you two are alive. She is very adamant on the fact of you both dying.
I figured.
So,
well,
yeah.
Mom's a bitch, but at least so far it seems like you have somewhat of a control over her, so, I guess we just gotta keep writing that out until it doesn't happen anymore.
We'll have to see.
Right, look, we need to stop talking. They're already on their way right now. There's no way in hell. Otto, amazing explosion, top notch, but I highly doubt that was enough to stop Pyre and Mallory. So,
well,
let's get moving.
Let me start separating the blood. Otto, if you've got a glass jar, please. I'll try to hold my blood in and drip out the blood of
Sartosa.
Wow, you think I would know her name?
Sartosa.
Sartosa.
Okay.
Sartosa, and I'll do it while we're on the way.
All right. As you all begin to move, you guys arrive back at Arya's manor. You can see Halgrim walks down from the steps and he looks at you and he says, "So how'd it go?" Lenore walks up and says, right, Halgrim, come with me. Iker, rest of you, if you guys please could get Bon and Luna, and I'll meet you guys in Arya's room in a second. Halgrim, come on, we need to talk about something. Eleanor leads Halgrim to the side.
I'll grab the child.
Yeah,
Right.
I go get Bon.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll go together.
Do you guys want to hear this little conversation between Lenore and Halgrim?
Absolutely I do. Tell us right now.
Alright, I'm gonna say as you guys are going to go get the children, Lenore leads Halgrim to the side, and Halgrim goes, Lenore, what's up? You don't look great. Lenore looks up and she says, Halgrim, things have just gone from bad to worse. Zotar is Ardor's younger brother. Halgrim looks shocked for a second, and then his face creeps into denial. Ardor didn't have a younger brother, did he? Lenore shakes her head. No, he definitely did. I thought he was dead, but apparently not. Look, I know that you don't like talking to him, but if we could get... I knew that you and Ardor were close, so if you or Sidar know anything about this situation, do you think you could say something? Halgrim just kind of stands there for a second and he just says, me and Ardor were more rivals than friends, but well, what do we do now, Lenore? Do we face him? Do we go get the others? No. The others have their own kettle of fish. We don't need to bring Ardor's long-lost sibling into it. They're off doing their own thing. I think this is best if it just stays between us, and we try to work through it. Besides, I don't want his memory tainted for the others. Halgrim nods. And what about Arya? She's gonna have to know at some point. Lenore gulps and she says, yeah, she'll have to, but Ezekiel, Nim, Shava, Thena, they don't need to know. They don't need to know. Halgrim nods, and he says, look, this is a lot to process. I'll go help the others collect the kids if you want to go help your sister. But Lenore, Halgrim like puts his hand on her shoulder and he looks at her like dead seriously. I don't know what's going to happen. Sidar's voice has been distant with me. He hasn't been talking as much as he used to, at least with me. I worry that things are in motion that I can't see or stop anymore. Lenore looks at him and says, "What do you mean?" Look, Lenore, things are getting too quiet. Far too quiet. It's just, last time Sidar got this quiet, bad things happened. So just keep an eye on Mari. Lenore nods. Do you know anything about Pilar? Halgrim looks at Lenore and says, Pilar's a ticking time bomb just waiting to go off. And Halgrim turns around and begins to walk away as Lenore nods and she starts to head upstairs. Iker, Lenore meets you upstairs and she says, "Right, let's do this."
Iker walks in.
You two see Arya. She is gaunt and skeletal. Lenore looks at you and says, "Okay, I'm going to make a small incision on her wrist. You just have to put Mom's blood into her. All right?"
I'll get some texting you real quick.
Okay. What's the text gonna be? Mystery, mystery. Oh my god, Sam's texting me too. Okay. Alright. Lenore makes the incision. Iker. You can do your thing.
Okay. My head, it's hurting. Hold on. Iker calms down after his head hurting, and he takes the vial of blood that has been separated into Arya's mother's blood and uses the tool that Otto has to inject it into her.
Okay. As this is happening, the rest of you begin to walk upstairs with Bon and Luna, both looking very confused. And as you guys enter the room, you guys can see that the color in Arya's face begins to come back, and her skeletal form begins to lessen as she starts to gain her weight and her muscles back. And after what seems like an eternity, Arya's eyes fully open, and you can see that they seem a little bit darker red than usual. Arya sits up and she blinks, and then she blinks again, and then she looks to her left and she just goes, "Lenore?" Lenore, with tears coming down her face, just hugs Arya, and Lenore just starts weeping into Arya's chest. Arya just looks up and she just says, "Halgrim? What's going on?" Halgrim walks over and says, "Welcome back to the land of the living, Arya." Arya looks over at the rest of the party and says, "Welcome to my home?" She says. She looks down and Lenore just goes, "I'm so sorry, Arya. I'm so sorry. You're here. And she just, like, holds her sister very close. And Arya just says, "Why are you apologizing, Lenore?" And Lenore looks up and she says, "For everything, Arya. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you could forgive me. I understand if you don't want to forgive me. I fucked up royally so many times. But you're back and that's all that matters, and I can just go. You don't have to look at me anymore." And Arya just, like, runs her hand across Lenore's cut off horn, and she just says, "What happened to your horns, Lenore?" And Lenore just, like, kind of takes, like, a deep breath, and she just continues to cry into Arya's arms. And Arya just says, "Lenore, don't be silly. I'm not going to tell you to go away. You're the whole reason that I'm alive right now," she says. "And you saved me and everyone else more times than I can count." Lenore looks up, and Arya sees the scar on Lenore's neck, and Arya's face falls a little bit, and she just says, "I never thanked you." And tears start coming down Arya's eyes as well. Halgrim looks at the rest of the party and says, "Let's give them a moment. Come on. Bon, Luna, pack your things. The rest of you, get all your belongings together. We're heading out."
And okay, so this is a DM question. I want Iker to spar with Halgrim eventually. I don't
Yeah,
care when it is. I think
eventually.
it'd be really cool. Yeah, eventually. I think it'd be cool for them to spar.
You know, since we never got an Ardor versus Halgrim, we'll have an Iker versus Halgrim. All right.
Okay.
That was adorable. That was so sweet.
Halgrim walks on and says, "All right, everyone, start gathering your things. Lenore's going
Do
to
it, August.
Lenore's going to take us to his new spots.
Alright.
Mari, if you don't mind me talking to you for a second."
I don't mind.
It'll just be a minute. I just have to ask you a question. Halgrim pulls you to the side and he just says, "Look, I know that we don't see eye to eye, and I know that you hate my guts, but have you heard his voice recently?"
But have you not?
It's been quiet up there, so have you heard him?
Yes. You haven't?
Halgrim kind of takes a step back and he says, "I haven't heard him in about a week, but I know he wouldn't let go of me that easily. I'm far too... He's got his hand too far wrapped around my throat for him to just let me go so easily, but just... Look, I know you're not going to take any of my information for granted, or any of my concerns, but just be careful around him for right now. I feel like he's plotting something that neither of us are going to like. That's all. You and Pilar should get ready. We're probably leaving in the hour." Halgrim turns around and begins to walk away.
Mari flips him the bird. Just kidding. Just kidding.
As you guys get all your things packed up, Lenore walks out with Arya, and you can see she is wearing her old pirate outfit.
Screaming! Sorry for that.
Arya walks up to you all and she says, "Right, so, hello, my name is Arya. What are all your names?"
Who wants to go first?
I'm Juniper.
I'm Iker.
No lie. The small one is Otto.
Otto is
I'm Mari, and this is Pilar.
Arya just smiles and she walks up to you all and she says,
Sorry.
"Oh no, you're good."
I introduced you.
The music.
God damn it.
Arya walks up to you all and she just says, "Thank you all for the help. Lenore told me that you brought Bond back home. I'm eternally grateful." And she goes ahead and she like shakes each of your hands and she says, "Lenore filled me in as much as she could." Right. Arya looks over at Lenore and she says, "Look, I don't know too much about God Champions or who even this Mallory person is, but he doesn't seem like a super nice guy. Well, I ran into him briefly, but I wouldn't even really call it a conversation. He more just kidnapped my kids and took my powers." Arya shrugged. "Oh yeah, that's right." Arya takes a step back and she just goes, "Infernal art, bound blood beast." And what emerges from Arya is not a wolf. Instead, what materializes in front of her is a large raven-like creature. You see...
Oh, shit.
You see Arya takes a step back for a second, and she looks super confused.
Oh, shit.
And Lenore also walks up beside her, and she just goes...
No.
She just goes... Arya, is that... Arya looks at her hand, and then she looks back at Lenore, and she says, "You got my powers back, right?" Lenore looks at the large raven-like creature, and you can see it's looking at the both of them with, like, this evil-looking intent on its face. Right. And Lenore just says, "Well, Arya, the only way we could bring you back is, well, as you know, Iker has some of your mom's blood, so..." Arya looks back and she says, "I don't feel his presence anymore. He's not there." Lenore...
Don't make this another...
Lenore looks over at Arya and she says, I'm sorry, Arya. I did everything we could, but you're back, you're standing. We can get Burley back eventually. We just have to go to Mallory and figure this out. But for now, this is the best we can do." Arya nods and she says, "I understand." And she has the blood beast dematerialize and she says, "It just feels kind of off. Like I have control over it, but it just feels volatile," she says. She looks up at the rest of you and she says, "Thank you, but sooner I can find this piece of shit Mallory, closer I am to getting my brother back." She looks over at all of you and she says, "Right. So, Lenore, if you would like to explain to the party where it is we're all going, since apparently Home Sweet Home is now compromised." Lenore stands up and she says, "Right. So, there's a big plan that I've devised for all of us. It's clear that's, sorry, almost said his old name. It's clear that Pyre and Mallory definitely want us dead. Whether for god magic, for weird blood shit, or he just really, really doesn't fucking like you anymore." Lenore looks over at Otto and Nolai, and after you blew up a nuke in his home, I don't think he likes you very much, Otto.
Well, I have excellent news. That wasn't the nuke.
Oh. What is the
That was
nuke?
actually something I neglected to remember. I'll explain that later, if anyone's interested in the science of the war crime I just committed.
Right. Well, look, what is really serious is that none of us are in the clear anymore. I'm sorry that you've all been roped into this, but I think we all know that Mallory and Pyre aren't going to stop until each and every one of us, well, gets caught by them. Whether to be executed for crimes against Valteria or their weird god shit. So, what I think we need to do is not go into hiding. Mallory and Pyre want the other god champions, and the other god champions don't know what's coming. But if we get to all of them first, we may have a chance at actually killing these bastards. So, Halgrim, he's done the best he could with the contacts he has to try and figure out where the other god champions are. Unfortunately, the god of the sky, Asara, her champion is missing. We're assuming the worst happened, but that still leaves 2 more. We still have the champion of Iamis and the champion of Tavares. We don't know where they are, but we need to find them, and we need to, well, basically get them on our side. Arya steps forward and says, and it just so happens that we know a man who knows a lot of other people. He's, a lot, but he helped me and my friends out once before. They're in Durandar. A man named the Duke.
Yo! Fucking love that man!
So, I haven't talked to him in about a year, but he's nice enough. Helped us out more than enough. So, I think what we need to do is we need to go find the Duke, find the other god champions, and try to find some way to kill Asshole 1 and Asshole 2. Oh, and, by the way, Nolai, just letting you know, you may want to get that antidote injected sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Alright.
Hey, Otto.
So
How fast would this hypothetically take?
So
Iker knows all the information on
yes,
this.
so Iker, you know, the antidote will take about 6 months to fully remove the blood from Nolai's system.
Right.
But
So
Iker raises
how
his
is
hand.
and is this the kind of thing that we can just like inject right now and then we can like dip and like let it do its thing?
Iker, it basically works in the background, so Nolai will still experience that stuff, but over time it'll be lessened more and more.
Yeah, so Iker relays it to the party and looks at Nolai and goes, it has to be injected in 2 areas. It has to be injected where the tree first sprouted, and it has to be injected where you first came in contact with it.
So, it would have to be injected in Nolai's arm, basically. That's where it is forming.
Fun.
So,
Worst places to be.
I mean, if we got time to do that shit real quick right now, let's just do it and then go. That way it's
So
just a non-issue.
Iker takes the device from Otto.
I don't trust Iker to do it.
let's have Otto do it. Let's have Otto do it. Otto?
You trust Otto to do it?
No, I don't.
Along
I
with
don't
my
trust
biology.
either
He's
of
the one
them.
that
I
gave it
don't
to you in the
trust
first
either of them.
place. He did it to you in the first place. Iker knows what to do.
Hey,
Listen, I've had many of
Juniper.
these leaders in my
Hey,
body.
Juniper.
I've had many of
Hey,
these.
I can do
Juniper.
it.
I
Yeah,
have a
hey,
question.
Juniper.
I have a question for August.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. So is this just like, is it like an atypical needle? Like it's like you can just inject that shit and then you're fine.
Yes, it's literally just a big needle. Someone just has to put it in your vein, and then just push it down, and then it's in you.
I can do it.
Slight,
I
slight
had a,
problem though. Extremely painful.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Extremely
It's gonna hurt like a
painful.
motherfucker.
Like extremely, like knock you throwing up painful, but you'll be
It's
fine. You'll be
fine.
fine.
It's okay. It only lasts for like 30 minutes. She'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right.
He's just gonna hold Nolai's hand.
Juniper,
I'm
you
gonna
That's
back
not
him
a
on the
good
head.
idea.
Juniper, you
I'm gonna
you
slap
take
him on the head.
you take the device, Juniper, and Nolai exposes her arm. You guys notice that more of those golden leaves have started to form on the tree. Juniper, you go ahead and you take the needle and you put it right in her wrist where the vein is. And you just push it down, and there's a lot of liquid, and it does not feel good. Once the vial is fully empty, no lie, you are a big Goliath and you're very strong, but your arm is like super duper sore. It's like, you know when you got like your COVID shot and your whole arm went numb? Yeah, it's like
Wait,
that, but like
wait.
times 3.
August, can
Yeah.
I heal her soreness?
I mean, yeah, you could like she didn't take any like HP damage, but you can like try to mitigate it a little bit.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, if I need to swing my axe or something.
No lie, Juniper, she goes in and she takes her arms or her hands and she like puts them on your forearm, no lie, and she like summons the little flowers and leaves, and she starts to heal your soreness a little bit, and it does feel better. You can feel the muscles loosening up a little bit as Juniper helps you out.
That's really sweet.
Play
Thank
mom
you.
moment.
Thank
It's
you.
like when your mom puts like a Hello Kitty band-aid on your
Lenore, Arya, and Halgrim look at you all at the door and say, "All right, let's get moving, team."
Alright, let's head the fuck out. I'm ready to see the Duke. Let's go.
Arya looks at you, Lenore, and she says, "So, what's the best way to get through Aetherfall without getting caught by any Valterians or any Dragonfangs?" Lenore says, "Well, through the mountains would be our best bet. I know that there's a Goliath camp up in the mountains. Maybe they could give us some pointers."
Which one is it, August?
Oh, I think you know which one it is, Trin.
Is it the one that oh boy.
It's time for No Lie's character arc. Okay.
Well, listen, I'm excited. I let you have full reign with it, so I'm nervous.
As the party all look at each other, Lenore walks forward and says, "All right, it's been a rough start. It's continuing to be rough. I know that some of us are less than fond of each other, but if we have any hope of killing those two, our best bet is to work together for now."
Yeah.
I just don't want anyone to die this time, she says. And she turns around and she says,
And
"All
if
right."
it's anyone, it's Dicker.
And she says, and she turns around and she goes,
"Wow.
All right, I'll lead the way. Try to keep up, everyone. And no lie, Juniper, would it be okay if Bon and Luna sat on your guys' shoulders? They get tired easily."
Absolutely. I'm holding Bond. I'm holding Bond.
I'll hold them.
And as you all set off for the mountains of Aetherfall to try and find a safe path to a dock to get to Durandar to meet the Duke, we're gonna end tonight's session on a cutscene.
With the cutscene, let's go, boys.
The scene opens up in Shadowkeep. You can see Mallory standing in the exploded wreckage of the room that Otto's mech created. You can see that he is just like trembling all over. Pyre walks up behind him and says, "So what's the next move, Mallory?" Mallory looks back and says, "Don't you fucking take that tone with me, Pyre. Your men are a bunch of incompetent assholes that don't know what the fuck they're doing. We had them here, and you let them slip through our fingers." Pyre walks up and says, "I didn't let anything happen, Mallory. It's your overconfidence that let them get away." Mallory looks at Pyre and says, "I would kill you. Right fucking now. And you know I could easily do it, Pyre. I could fucking rip you limb from limb if I wanted to. So fucking shut the hell up." Pyre takes a step back and lowers his head. "I'm sorry, my lord. I spoke out of tone. I simply wish to know where we're heading next." Mallory takes a look around the room and says, "They're not going to be at that house anymore. They've moved on. The most we can do is find the other god champions as soon as possible. We need to find the champion of the sea, Iamis' champion, and the champion of the moon, Tavares' champion. We're going to find them. I'm going to take their powers, and then I'm going to go find those little roaches, and I'm going to kill every last one of them. Oh, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be glorious. Once I sap the magic out of that red-haired brat and that half-orc, I'm gonna cut them up. I'm gonna cut them up and have Mari watch them so she can truly know how fucking weak she is. Mallory turns around and walks over to the window. Aren't you forgetting a champion, sir? Mallory turns around and looks at Pyre. Sidar's champion is still needed as well. Mallory smiles. Yes. Sidar's champion. I have reason to believe that Mari will be a suitable enough catalyst given enough time. She just has to make sure that she gets more and more of his powers, and eventually she'll be ripe for the picking. Which means, as long as everything stays on schedule, 3 god champions are in a nice little bundle for me to take whenever I want. What's the main problem is the other 2. Pyre, how is the final experiment gone? Well, sir, if you wish to see the results, but I know that you're waiting to show it at the next Dragonfang meeting. Feor, Solani, and Dusk can wait. I need to see the results now. Pyre nods and says, we ran all the experiments. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with what we have created. Mallory and Pyre walk into the main experimentation room, where you can see there is something hidden behind drapes. Pyre walks in. Mallory, I need to thank you again for getting us this blood. It is... Frankly, I don't even know how you really gained it in the first place. Mallory walks forward and says, I had to do a lot of convincing with the Queen, but she was begrudging, but she gave it to me. I just hope that it was worth it. It was, sir. You can see that on the table in front is a bottle labeled Agaroth. As Pyre walks over to the sheets and says, Lord Mallory, I introduce to you the next step in military might and the strength of Valterian soldiers. Pyre removes the drapes, revealing a Valterian elite that is currently kneeling down. You can see sprouting out of the elite's back are 2 large leathery black wings, and you can see draconic spikes protruding from the Valterian elite's armor all the way down its head and back. The elite stands up, and you can see their eyes are burning a bright purple. Mallory looks, and he says, who are you loyal to? The Valterian elite salutes and bows to Mallory. Excellent work, Pyre. How many of these ascended can you get out? I can make it about a dozen, sir. Mallory looks at Pyre and says, I want every single elite ascended. We're going to use the blood of our Lord to win this war. Pyre nods. Agaroth's blood will not be used in vain, sir. The next generation of elites are on the way. And Pyre and Mallory leave with the new Valterian Ascended following them. And you watch as the Valterian Ascended looks from the top of the windows, and Mallory walks next to them. Use your newfound powers to use. Find that party and track them. The Ascended nods and leaps out of the window, and the large leathery draconic wings carry the elite off into the distance. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Hey, Augie, what the fuck was that?
No, what the
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're fucked. We're just dead. We're just dead.
Absolute Bro, August, I have a question.
Yes.
Is this why you promoted Beck from an elite to a lieutenant?
Maybe. But, I don't know, man. Maybe he'll be offered it as well, or more forced upon it. Oh, yeah, and now I get to show you guys the new art. So, yes. So, wow, what a session. No one died, but I think enough of the, mental trauma was enough.
Oh, yeah.
No one died. No one died.
No one
My
died.
neck blew up.
My I think
Oh
there
my
was
God,
there was more than enough
Just
drama.
make a new one.
There was more than enough drama in today's session. So yeah,
Fucking funeral for that.
so Zotar is Ardor's younger brother. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. For me, I was like, huh?
You know, it was so funny. It was so funny because Spike was texting
when
me.
I knew the whole
Yeah, yeah, that was what Lou knew. Spike, I just remember when Spike texted me, and he was just like, "Yeah, so like my brother is still technically alive, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he technically is." And then Spike was
Oh my
like,
God.
and Spike was like, "Yeah, and that cult that Ardo is in is still technically around, right?" And I was like, "Yep, it technically is." And then Spike was like, "Cool," and I was like, "You poor little man, you have no idea what I'm gonna do to you."
you poor naive little man.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yo, Iker was an asshole this session.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but I will say though, I got
Yeah.
got way too into the acting with this one. Like, I literally started crying when Iker was crying to Penelope. Like, I got way too into this role.
yeah, no, God, it's like, man, another good session. And
It really was.
yeah, geez, that was good. That was good, guys.
Mari today.
Yeah. Oh, poor Mari. God, how is she gonna feel after that? Like, God, she must
You'll
not
have
be
to
feeling
see
great.
till next time.
All right. Well, thank you all for a great session. Next week is Meeting of Worlds, and then after that will be the next Godblood session.
Woo, meeting a
And then
Yes.
that should be getting in close to